part. Who's they?
The doctors.
Hell, the penis doctors?
Pen.
The penis?
Is that
Is that what we started on?
Yes.
Yeah, we started on.
All right.
We started on inverted. Yeah. We're talking about transitioning, but we're done with that. No worries. What is up, ladies and gents? This is another installment of Mondays with THC. This is just a chill podcast for us, ladies and gents. We're just trying to get some more hours on the block and talk to y'all. What's good?
Actually,
Regular Talking High Culture sesh on a Monday. We will have a special guest coming in soon. We're waiting on the arrival time on there. We just wanted to get the stream going a little bit early. We're smoking on a bunch of stuff today. We're going to be
The Lord's lettuce.
the Lord's lettuce, God's gift. I think it's really important to be smoking after work or just smoking in general on a Monday. Kickstart the week off right. Chat. Let us know if we have any audio issues. Let us know if there's any lag, anything like that. And as always, thank you for joining us on Talking High Culture. Please let us know what you're smoking on. Please let us know what it is that y'all are up to.
how the fuck's your Monday starting? Actually, pretty nice Monday starting the week off, honestly. Just feel at home. Oh, yeah. Just call out all that stuff.
Yeah, just had a chill Monday with the old Marquise Breezy. Good inventory.
Right after work. Um, for those of you who are working 9 to 5 jobs out there, working any kind of hourly rated jobs, like, comment, and subscribe. I will ask everybody to like this video. I will ask everybody to share this video, this live stream with everybody that they know, their mother, their sister, their father, their brother. That's who you should be with on a Monday.
The Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost.
Share it with them.
Share this with them the same way that you would share your weed with them, the same way you would share your food with them, the same way you would share
Your lady with them.
Share Talking High podcast. Talking High Culture podcast.
Well, okay, we have a guest that wants to join the cast.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want to be seen now. She's
Put her there.
she's
for our first guest of the night. We have
A Coca-Cola.
Miss Lola.
This is Miss Lola Beans.
She will take
AKA Lola Shwee
She will take the chair.
Give her the chair.
Give her the chair.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, Miss
Lola,
Lola.
baby.
Hello, Lady Lola.
Yes, say hello to the world, Lola.
Look at the camera.
The world sees you now.
Look at
You're
the camera.
famous. I want to be famous, she says. I want to be famous. I want to be a star on the big screen. Look at you, Lola. You're already there. Wow.
Lola,
Show. Steal the spotlight.
why don't you tell us about where you're from?
She's from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
She's from the good old streets.
The good old streets.
Yeah.
What were you doing out there on the streets, Lola?
Eating trash.
Nice.
Just a little trash talk.
Yeah, you know she was eating trash because when she does see trash on the street, she does like go and
She goes straight for it.
She sniffs at it, and she like sees something that'll interest her. She'll start walking toward it, and I have to be like, "Hey, no, you're not a trash dog no
You
more."
don't live like that no more.
You can tell she was hiding under cars a lot too, or like under shit, because that's where she like goes to like get away from everything. She like hides under tables.
Which is like it's
Yeah.
shit when she has ran away before or like gotten out because with her she could literally, and that's with any dog.
Yeah.
If they turn a corner or they go somewhere where you think they're not gonna go, and they could be anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucked. Once they're not in your sight, you're like, where do I even start?
Yeah.
Because if I go that way and they're going that way, I'm wasting time going this way.
But animals as a whole, especially small animals, the moment they leave the door, you're like, where the hell are
Exactly.
they? Like, where could you
And
go?
especially because she's such an attuned street dog, she was like, I didn't know if she was just gonna be curled up in some garbage or at some trash can or like under some car. So I was like, fuck.
that too, and she thinks everybody wants to own her. So
Yeah, she'll run up on anybody.
yeah.
Which also scares me because if she sees somebody across the street and she's on one side of the street and she doesn't give a fuck about a car,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
She'll just run off.
And then not Ricky, Kilo's done that too, where he's seen a dog from across the street and no fucking shit's given, ran across the street, and we've just gotten lucky every time that's happened,
That's the problem with Oreo too. Is Oreo's so spazzy that I fear that he'll just fucking zoom
Yeah.
across the street, either taking this guy out while he's giving him a walk during lunch, or while he's taking me or Melina out. Like, it's just like he just zip zaps and zigzags so abruptly that you're like, dude, like, what are you even on right now.
He's just full of energy.
But yeah, that's really all it is.
It's
You know,
'cause-
nothing against him. He's just a dog.
Border Collie pit, bro. That fool's gonna be jacked on energy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why even when I run that full, he's like, it really is just like a warm up for him now. Because like I would have to run him a lot more for him to actually be like a little bit tired for when I got back.
He's good to go in like 10, 15 minutes after they get back from their walk.
And he's like, let's do it again, bro.
He's like, I'm tired of being in this fucking
And bro,
house.
and they call it a walk. I'm jogging with that fool basically the entire time. Like because he's yanking on it. Like I can't like have him yanking me and like trying to stop him every time. So I just run with him, and he seems to like that a lot more.
That makes sense with bigger dogs, though.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, I've been trying to get more habits, and I've been getting the two boys on the walk lately more, and it's been definitely tiring them out. And I feel like they've started to listen a little bit better too. Having them on the walk, even just following me around the house, like they're kind of walking better.
nice.
And then like just kind of getting out of the house more. I think like is alone is just exciting for them. So I think just that stimulation level. But luckily they're smaller dogs, so it's easier to kind of just overstimulate them. I actually got a new spot to go, and I walk them down the block of my street. I go up that hill that leads like back by the roadway that like takes you towards the dump and everything. And I just walk on that little top hill.
Nice.
I just walk them all the way down there, especially because it's like a weight and everything, so I don't have to worry about the fucking the traffic. Because sometimes when they do see the cars, they do get curious about certain cars. Like I know some like try to go off the leash, like pull on the leash, and be like, "Hey, like what the fuck's that?" I'm like, "Why are you running towards the car and you don't?"
That's the thing about dogs is that they just fucking do it, and they don't know what they would do if they actually got there, right? They're just like, oh, I just wanted to chase it. Really quick, we do have CBX White Walker OG. It's an indica from Cannabiotics, and it actually smells really good. It kind of has like a vinegariness almost to it.
What? Maybe that piss and vinegar in you.
What's that shit? Malted vinegar? The shit you dip fish in?
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Hush puppies.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love me a hush puppy too.
Straight corn.
Hush puppies.
Cornmeal.
Yeah, cornmeal. Fried. You can't make anything worse than that. That's like
Deep fry a ball of sugar.
that's like
You mean
fucking-
less healthy, right?
Yeah.
The
You can
wild-
make worse
Still
things.
love fries.
literal. That was made in the Wild West times, basically.
Yeah, well, the original hush puppies were just literally scraps of meat and bread that they would throw towards the dogs to keep them quiet around the campfire. Then they actually started frying them in leftover like breading and stuff like that.
Probably like animal fat, baked fat, shit like that.
Most food was made out of more utility and need rather than like let's figure out something new to make. You know what I mean?
That's where chicken legs came from and wings. It's because they were throwing away all the wings and shit. They're like, we could sell these for cheap, and so they sauce them and sell them for fucking stupid cheap. And that's
This doesn't relate to that or like cheap stuff or like what I was just talking about, but chocolate chip cookies were made because I'm pretty sure he was trying to make chocolate cookies by throwing the chocolate into the cookie dough batter, but the chunks were too big and they didn't melt down properly into the dough, so they became what we now know as chocolate chip
Some
cookies.
of us didn't know to melt the chocolate beforehand.
Or no, they had they had to be
or
tiny
make it, or make
pieces.
it into like a powder. or something.
Exactly. Yeah. He just had bigger
You can't
chunks.
just use chocolate syrup. Like he just melted the chocolate down completely.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Happy accidents. You know?
Same with not same with Cheetos, but with Cheetos, the people who created Cheetos, it first started off as they were making cow food, right? And it was like they were making cow pellet food. And in the machine specifically, the way that they do the pellets, there's an excess that would come out of a tube that's in the perfect shape of that Cheeto, right? Or not perfect shape, like that's the Cheeto puff, but like in the shape of a Cheeto. And it's literally just byproduct of making the pellets for the cows for their food at the time. And because it's just like processed corn chip or whatever it was, right? They're like, okay, well, it's safe to eat. They tried it and they're like, dude, if we just slapped a little bit of seasoning on this, right, we could sell this as is, right?
That's what they do with whey protein. Whey protein. So when they turn milk into cheese, the whey gets separated, which is just like milky water.
Just milk, the milk solids.
The milky water, and they take all the liquid and they press it, and they add flavor to it. And so you're getting the remnants of byproduct of milk to cheese. And they just flavor it and sell it as protein powder.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a byproduct because like it's a part of it. It's just like
No, that's byproduct.
It's a product that's created
During the process.
during the process of
Yeah.
creating cheese. Therefore, it's a byproduct
It's like, yeah.
of cheese.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't their intentional
Yeah.
like thing to make. They were trying to make something else. Like, oh, but we get this out of it too. So
Yeah, that would be a
Okay.
byproduct. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but that doesn't always mean like it's like a
Yeah, so why are you drinking whey protein when you can drink fucking milk? You know?
to get that
To
target
get the full
specific.
nutrient shit, you know?
So that's something that boom, just like things right there. You have things that are getting refined for certain things, and then you have what it was getting refined from. For example, weed and cartridges. You have the start thing, weed, and then we're trying to get a more, I don't know what they're really going for with cartridges. I think the general thing that they were going for with cartridges at first was, fuck, what were
Dabs.
convenience.
Yeah, convenience, because so you have
Hookah pens. Hookah pens is kind of what brought that around, I think.
it was able to bring it a lot quicker because dabs have been a thing forever, right? And concentrates and stuff, and it was finding a way to just do that mobile.
Exactly.
And you had portable dab pens forever, far before you had actual cartridges for the 510 threads. But you've always had, even for the hookah pens, you always had attachments that, well, you could put oil in there.
Yeah,
right?
give stoners an excuse to make something smokable or like
oh, we will.
benefit us, and we will, and we did,
Mhm.
and now it murders the market. But what was I talking about in terms of what were we talking about before?
Byproducts.
Byproducts.
And how that
whey protein.
the intended way of going, the intended thing that we're trying to get. And
You're
then-
talking about refinery stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. God damn it! I went on a tangent, and I knew I wasn't going to come back to it.
Well, if I could just piggyback onto what you were saying and kind of refine that thought, I think that similar to how food is, you have things like the cannabis cartridges, you have things like extracts that are a specific type of extract, whether it be live resin, distillate, butane extract, whatever it may be. They are ways to get parts of the plant, of the material that you wouldn't normally be able to access just as is. And that might be the point of like the whey protein drinks, like the only way that you're going to get that type of whey or that proper amount of whey now is through a protein drink, probably, right? Because the only other way is to maybe consume something like maybe not even whole milk, maybe it has to be actual natural milk. So
That's the conversation. Yeah, it's like why are we having to refine things so much when we're just going back to the basics? Like why drink whey protein when you can just drink milk?
Mhm.
Why smoke hearts and dab when you can just smoke weed? You know what I mean?
Because it's just
Because you're trying to get something. You're trying to get something.
it's also just people being like, hey, I can make money off this.
That
Yeah.
exactly.
And saying,
yeah.
oh, I can make money off this and capitalize off this. I could convince people that this is better.
It's all marketing.
That this is more nutritional and stuff, or this is better for if you're trying to do this specific thing with your nutrition or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think you could even boil it down to the just convenience and then use the term convenience to apply to everything that you're saying, right? Because of capitalism, time is money. And if you can get higher, quicker, in a shorter amount of time, right? People will pay top dollar for that. Yeah, shorter amount of time. Really, the higher, quicker, short amount of time just
For
means that
less
you're,
length.
yeah, for less length.
We're going to be really high for a lot less.
For
Gonna be high, really high for 20 minutes.
If that.
Sick.
12 minutes.
Instead of taking a few extra hits
My-
to get that high, that's gonna last.
An hour.
yeah.
My first brownie, bro, I was high for like 5 hours.
Dude,
I was so
the
fucked.
first time I ever ate an edible, I ate a whole brownie, and I was high for like 24 hours. Like
Yeah.
I went to sleep
Yeah.
and woke up the next day and was still like, I'm still fucked up.
Those edibles
Yeah.
as a teenager
Yeah.
get you gone.
I remember that night was like a movie because I was so into my body, bro. I was so high that I just remember everything just felt like a movie. And I went to a party, and I remember sitting on the couch at this house party, and
You're just like
being
this.
zonked, bro, just literally, and then being like, dude, I'm in a movie. And then like woke up the next morning, rolled over, and was like looking at my buddy, and I was like, dude, I'm still fucked up.
Hey, he rolled over, looked at his buddy, he's like, we fucked.
Did we fuck? It was the wheat brownies. Damn, bro. Damn.
Did we fuck? Don't fuck me. Why am I?
What's up for the times?
Why am I in Carson City?
Does it smell like it had sex last night?
Why's my dick itchy? Why do I got stank dick?
Damn. Why is it stankier?
Fucking stinks. Gross.
It itches.
Wasn't like that yesterday. What did you give me? You're like, oh wait, no, it was.
I think it's infected.
You just find you have no.
It's so
Hey, it shouldn't be turning black like that, should it?
Oh, I don't have hypothermia.
I think I got that reverse vitiligo.
Yeah, my dick's black and it's about to fall off. I remember going in the snow.
Super cold shower.
A really cold shower.
Did someone like dip put a bag of ice on me all night?
That's a cold bath.
Did I fall asleep with beers in my lap again?
Did I fall asleep in the ice bathtub after someone was trying to take my kidney out?
Oh, that actually, I would not want my kidney to be taken.
Wow, she really just wanted to be a part of the conversation that bad.
Yeah, she's chilling now.
Fine.
Did you guys take a hit of this yet?
Touch this shit,
No, I
motherfucker.
didn't yet.
Yeah.
Somebody over there's hogging.
Oh,
Yeah. His
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
chief of the police.
oh yeah.
Chief of
Yo,
the
he talked shit on the helmet, and then he was like going fast. And he was like, "All right, maybe I could have used that helmet."
Once I hit 40 and there was a few bumps, I was like, all right, it probably might be a little bit better once you start hitting higher speeds. But I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna hit like 40. I thought like at max was like 35.
Bro, I saw a brain surgeon on YouTube Shorts. He was like, "I've operated on people who have fell over on their bikes that were going walking speed, and their lives have never been the same again
Damn.
because they weren't wearing."
Bro, you could fall down and hit your head. and
You're
die.
talking
Yeah,
30 miles an hour, bro? No fucking chance.
Dude, you could punch somebody, knock them out, they fall from just standing, hit their head on the ground, and die.
Yeah, no fucking chance, bro.
Your brain's so sensitive.
And bro, you fallen while snowboarding. You have so much speed and force, and
that
you
you
try
can't
to like,
even like save your neck. You
yeah,
just-
you know you're like it's
Yeah.
coming, and
Yeah.
you just go so fast, and your face is hitting the snow, and you're bleeding, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, you're like, oh, I knew that was coming too. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
no matter how hard you try to tuck your neck, if you're going fast enough, you'll whiplash and smack your head.
That one time I
yeah, like I fucked my shit up before plenty of times, like just riding bikes, fucking doing plenty of other shit. Hell, goddamn, I got hit by a goddamn car.
You don't want to wear a helmet so you're in a wheelchair and you're like, I really wish I wore that.
No, I'll still be sitting there like.
I'm like, you do now though.
King shit.
Even
I'm
hogging.
like, no. Take this wheelchair down the half pipe, turn that to a cool ass death.
become what's his name?
Take the wheelchair down the half pipe, like, this is how I
Make
want
that
to die.
high.
Set me on fire. This is how I want to shoot me with a fucking arrow.
I
Set
mean-
me out like I'm thinking.
For content, it'd be that. Just saying.
Just saying.
Anything for the content.
All right, let's rent a wheelchair.
Rent,
Yeah.
rent.
I don't think it's gonna
All right,
be-
let's go steal a homeless person's wheelchair,
There you go.
and then I'll probably actually use a helmet for that, but I'll take it down a half. I'll take it down a ramp.
That sounds so goddamn sketch.
Well, you won't need the helmet. Where you're
How much leaning? How much leaning forward do you have to do while dropping in and like being invert? You gotta be like, ugh.
Let him figure out on his own.
You'll figure it out sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
We should all pull up on wheelchairs.
Handicap jousting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wheelchair joust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Feel
I
me?
like that.
Yeah. Let's do like midget darts.
Hey. Can't say the M word.
You couldn't even keep it together.
Mid-get?
Yeah.
The mid-gets?
Yeah, with the little Velcro suits and shit, and just fucking go. Go ahead.
What if you had a twin, but your twin was a midget? So it was like you. Oh, I fucking rolled it through. Yeah. You're identical twins, but your twin is a midget, so it's literally a smaller version of you running around.
Oh,
Be
I
like,
fuck with people.
We're mirror.
Nobody knows.
Be like, yeah,
It's literally mini me.
Yeah.
yo, we're mirror image twins. Can you tell?
They're like,
They
they
get
get
like a big
they
head.
get the math. They get the math joke. They're like, oh.
You say, here's the kicker though. One of his body parts is way bigger than one of my body parts. I'll let you get yours one. It's his head.
Be like, yo, one of us is gifted somewhere, and I ain't gonna tell you where.
It's me in mine.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, folks.
Thanks for coming.
And also, thanks for joining to this podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share this with everybody you know. We're still smoking. We're just saying, mind you, do it. Like, comment, subscribe. Do it.
Do it.
Do the R.
Hit the like button. Become stoned with us.
Become stoned.
Darth Vader.
Let the hockey flow through you.
I and scream. I will listen to you on a sky. You have fear, anger.
That's my favorite part still where he flashes his evil face when he gets scared. Who scares him? He's like, and you see like his evil face flash for a second before he turns back into Palpatine. It's before he goes full Sith Lord, and somebody like says something to him, and he's like, ah! And then you see like his real like fucking Sith form show for like a second, and then he goes back to
Is that a
Palpatine.
deleted scene? Because that is not in the actual movie.
Yeah.
That's not in the pilot. Are you talking about Lord of the Rings?
No, I can see it in my brain too, but I think what happens is it's not so much of like a scare. I think what ends up happening is um, he
I'm thinking of Bilbo
he
Baggins
he
right
he
now.
has that
Same,
face.
see?
Ah, shit. no.
Same. I'm thinking Bilbo.
When he sees Frodo again in Rivendell.
Have the mithril.
Yeah,
the ring.
the ring pops out and then it goes. Yeah, it looks like a little goblin or something. It gets like pointy teeth.
I do remember that in Lord of the Rings.
That's the closest thing I can think to. what
Palpatine
you're
never
talking
flashed
Yeah.
his Sith face until he got until
about. Until Anakin.
Windu. Yeah,
Yeah, Mace Windu. That's the scene that I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. But in the
Is he
when I'm-
full fledged faced out already though? When he fights Windu?
No, he becomes like
From the
smart
light-
shit like that from the electric. He
From the
never
lightning.
flashes
I
his
think-
Sith eyes at any.
He doesn't become old until the lightning.
Until the lightning.
Yeah,
but
like,
he
smells
does
the
have
Sith.
like a calmer like face when he's trying to convince Anakin to kill Mace
I
Windu.
guess the flash.
Maybe I have to watch all the Star Wars again.
The flash of the face could be like that, dude, because that was him.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey.
And we got Mr. Isaac Guzman who just arrived. Let's go ahead and get the door for him. We got Mr. Isaac here.
Go, Lola. Go. Smoking on that phone. Everybody left us, Chris.
on that Zop.
What do we got? Pre-bowls.
What did they leave us with?
We got Jeters, Guava Burst, Hybrid Infused, Hookup Day. It's a full gram infused Jeter. Inhalable, it says.
This one's an XL Blue Zittles new one, THCA and rosin blend. Man, Jesus. You gotta guess the honesty. Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing? Ricky, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna scoot this back so that way we got audio from everywhere. From the chat onto the cast. We got Isaac, Guzman, Pizzle Gig, my ninjas. We also got another chat joining us.
What's up, Fizzle?
Isaac, am I right in that today is your birthday as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, G. Happy birthday. Fuck yeah. Yeah,
How
so
old are you?
nice and well.
21?
20. Oh, damn. Okay.
21, smoking it up with the Talking High Culture crew.
Yeah, dude.
First and foremost, bro, like, thank you for being a supporter. Like, thank you. Like, I appreciate it.
What up, Fizzo?
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely appreciate the constant support and the chats and everything. Interaction is cool, bro. Hell
Yeah, it's tough to. Yeah, we try to provide the information as well.
Hell
It's
yeah.
tough to build a community sometimes, and we really appreciate the you showing up and you being there, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's get you smoked out real quick. Hold on, let's go ahead and get you a bowl.
Hey.
You want to smoke a boy? You want to smoke one of these pre-rolls?
Yeah, what you want?
We smell whatever.
Whatever.
This shit.
Yeah, let's get you a hit of the bowl and a pre-roll.
Run it up, bud.
You take your pick out of whatever. You guys already went over the pre-rolls, right?
Yeah, we kind of showed the can a little bit.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Jeter or Slugger? Since you go.
I got you, dog.
Little sluggers.
Sluggers. It's little sluggers.
Yeah. Oh. I get anxious when I need to call somebody. I get anxious when I need to call somebody.
Whoa. Ooh, okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Don't take it personal, Fizzle, please. Don't take it personal at all. Literally, do not take this personal.
No, he's doing it because of Judas.
No, I'm not doing it because it's you.
He says I'm on the phone right
I literally
He's scared of you.
when I did play
Yeah, so call him on stream.
when I did play WoW for a little bit, I had opportunities to like chat with people, and I was just like weird about this. I don't know. I'm just like,
He got social anxiety.
yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Just don't take it personal, please. Literally.
Should we call him as a group? We should all call him
I
together.
don't know, dude. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm just.
Magnetic.
So Isaac brought here. It's the Focus V. It's a portable dab. It's an e-dab, right? It has
I love it.
probably like a gram bucket. I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah.
It had a pretty deep bucket in there. It's got a pretty nice mouthpiece. Does it have a different heat settings and such? Yeah, nice. We'll be dabbing it up in a second. Let's go ahead and get him a bowl though. So, how does it feel being 21? First of all,
Nothing really changed.
no,
Yeah.
it's just another year.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you drink
'Cause-
alcohol?
Not really.
Yeah, see, then it's not even going to be like a big deal to you if you don't go out that much. Yeah, just being 21 is just another day, really, you know? Yeah.
Well, you managed to have like majority experience in London, like and any type of like parties before that. It's kind of becomes like,
It's normal.
yeah. It's what's the point of going to the bar when it's like it's gonna be already done this all just at home already.
Exactly.
Or at different parties.
Oh
Yeah, exactly.
You can drink anywhere.
So how's the experience? Do you find yourself like laughing or like talking when you're like listening to podcasts like this? You're like ah ha ha, or like you're like oh yeah that's relatable or some shit like that.
A little bit of both, honestly.
Yeah, nice, hell yeah. Cause I haven't watched too many like live actual streams now that I think about it. I'm always seeing clips from like Kai Cenat or some shit. So I'm never actually like oh haha yeah like chatting with chat or whatever. Can't say I've done that too many times, so I don't know what it's actually like
I guess that's a good question. Kind of just jumping off of that.
to actually like support like a creator that's live consistently, you know.
Are there other cannabis content creators that you also watch on YouTube aside from us?
Eric Kahn,
Eric Kahn.
Yola.
Mhm.
There's a lot of others too, but those are like the main focus.
Damn, we're up there with them. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Those are like some of the bigger like cannabis
Yeah.
content creators, right?
Those are
Yeah.
like some of the main.
Yeah.
Yes, like,
Those
literally
are
some
the
of the main.
main.
Yeah, they're sick. They're both super chill. We had Eric Kahn's weed in the shop for a little bit. Didn't do very well at all. It did not sell well at all.
Well, like with all celebrity weed, you know.
I couldn't see it, so and nobody knew what it was. It was called Pine Park,
Oh, so it was full bagged up. Couldn't even see
black
it.
bag, and yeah, couldn't
I
see it.
think that's one of the last things I remember at the shop. When I left.
Pine Park, yeah.
Yeah, you were definitely there. Let's hear it.
And then none of it ever sold. I remember when we would do inventory on it, it would be like only one or two back from inventory were sold, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
What about
Yee, Isaac, happy birthday, brother!
Oh,
Birthday.
yeah. What about that pizza weed that's always there?
The good pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. My personal take on that was I just didn't like the packaging. I thought the packaging made it look cheaper than what the quality.
I think that's what it is for me too. It throws me off with the pizza box
Yeah.
packaging. I'm like, ew.
He's ripping it. Here we go for it. G. You got it. There you go. There we go. All good.
Both clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we like getting people high around here, brother.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't
He's going for it. He's like, it's his birthday.
I
Hey,
respect
it's
it.
my birthday.
Hell yeah.
Um, hell yeah.
He's doing.
Oh, he's like, I gotta clear. It's okay.
That was the tricks, dude.
Well, that's funny. Hell yeah.
Can't keep it still, brother.
That way, actually. If you needed more weed, I could bag more weed.
Is this that Benny spring water, Ricky, or is that like the actual brand
That's
right there?
Benny spring water.
Nice. Yeah. At least give my number and email to someone else that wants. Damn.
Fizzle, what kind of PC is it? Give us the deets here. Give us a PC.
Just some schematic.
Just a raw PC, no deets on it. Like
I'm pretty sure it's like a gaming PC, is what he said.
You're a gaming PC having all the dedicated wham. Let's get this coconut horchata one day.
Hell yeah. What's that? Is that edible, bro?
These are hemp weed
Oh
that
shit.
recently found and been smoking on.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I've been making donuts with.
You like the hemp leaves?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Here, let's show us the leafy texture when the light goes.
Those leaf things. Yeah.
natural.
Light.
Yeah.
Lighter keeps disappearing.
damn, this thing's big.
I know we got more than one light.
Smells crazy too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, what's there?
Kind of smells like a Dutch a little bit, but doesn't really have like that harshness to it.
Well, open up the window. We got a nice flow.
What do you have in here? What kind of weed do you have in here?
I'm talking about.
You don't know? That's okay.
I don't know.
He was so stoned. One.
It'd be like that, dude. Dude, kind of from far away, it kind of looks like a piece of jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef stick, the jerky blunt.
Yeah.
The beef stick.
Yeah.
Beef stick.
Beef and cheese sticks.
Here, should we hand this back to you really quick? We'll get them in rotation, both. You go with the light?
Gotta get the fan going on in here, ladies and gents. Sheesh. It is a windy, not windy, fucking smoky in here.
Real quick, fellas, since it's our boy's 21st birthday here, real quick, Logan, what did you do for your 21st?
21st.
What do we do?
We were together.
But yeah,
We were. I knew I was with him on his birthday. I don't remember.
That was it.
Yeah. Yes, clearly.
yeah, he said it. I don't remember exactly what I did for my 20. Actually, oh no. We went out and to Sac or something. I think we maybe went to Coin Op or something out there, and it was uneventful as shit. And then for when I turned 21, we were going out to the bars pretty consistently for a while there until we finally realized it was
I
pointless,
literally have no idea.
and we were
I was
wasting.
trying to remember. Like,
Exactly, yeah. 21 wasn't that memorable, I don't think. Because before that, I was already drinking and getting fucked up plenty. So like they were saying earlier, 21 wasn't that crazy for me because right before I was 21, I was able to go to a gas station and buy beers because I had a gas station that didn't card. So I was like, I'm already getting like the best of the like both worlds right now. I'm already buying booze, so what the fuck? Like I don't care. Like and I'm already getting fucked up as it is.
yeah, literally have no idea. All right, Marco, what about you?
I think I just went out to the bars in Sacramento. We did a bar crawl. Me and a couple of friends. I mean, yes, same. I was already drinking before then. I was already smoking weed, so it was literally just to experience.
Now you get to go to the bar.
Yeah, it was, and it
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
it was fun because I was with my friends. But aside from that, like it really wasn't anything too wild or anything like
Yeah.
that.
You get to go. Now you get to go inside and spend more money and be around. A bunch of
Exactly,
kids,
bro.
you know?
Yeah.
That was one of the sorry to interrupt Chris or Ricky that was one of the funny ones when we went to the bar and we got murdered in beer pong by those dudes and us losing meant I had to buy them shots and I figured out that buying 2 shots was like $25 when I was way too broke to be spending that for 2 dudes that I didn't know that I lost in beer pong to. So I was like, fuck that, I'm buying these guys party foul.
First party foul on stream. Sorry.
Knocked out the no
Cherry.
way. What was up with that, Chris? Was that a bad pass or was that a bad catch?
Actually, I couldn't even tell you.
It's like I didn't even know what happened.
It's gonna instant replay on this. And I'm gonna get the zoom in here, folks. It does look like Chris did drop the.
It's gonna be like over like this.
It's Chris like, whoa! And his hands like dropping. It's just really great.
Like, do it again. Knock on the cherry again.
In the bottom, it goes, this is a dramatic.
Please do not try this at home.
Yeah. My 21st, yeah, I had been drinking for a long time, so drinking wasn't like a new thing. I don't drink that much anymore, though, back to but right when I turned 21, I had this girl take me to the gas station. I bought a 6-pack of beer like the minute I turned 21, just to be like, I bought beer, woo! Bought beer.
It's 12:01. I'm buying beer.
Literally, that's how it was. I was in 7-Eleven, like waiting, and
Is
then
it in?
fucking I think that weekend a couple of my friends came up because I was living in Reno at the time and I was living alone. So a couple of my friends came up and they took me out, and I think I blacked out in like an hour and a half of like leaving. I was already blacked out, so ended up taking me back home like 2 hours after we went out, and that was my 21st birthday.
Dude, that made me think. That's hella funny. You go into a 7-Eleven at 11:30 the day before your birthday, and you see if they'll sell you in. They're like ID, and you're like boom. They're like, nah, man, you're still
Feel
20.
like you're still too young, bro.
I'd be like, you want me to come back in 30 minutes? They're like, yeah. I'm like, fine. I'm like, fuck you. I'll be back in 30 minutes then, bitch. What's that? Real quick.
But my 21st, I mean, it was the same thing pretty much. Like, I had already been, like, having my experience getting plenty fucked up before then. So I kind of did the same thing, like, kind of similar to Ricky. It was just like, I went out, like, bought a 6-pack just to say, like, yeah, I legally can buy beer now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, a couple of my friends picked me up, and then I just proceeded to, like, just get completely fucking hammered.
What's the first?
But I woke up in some strange lady's house.
What's the first 6-pack that you bought?
She was decent looking. So like at least I didn't wake up like
Now you can remember.
in like fucking I didn't wake up in like Shrek's bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's the first 6-pack that you bought?
At that time it was Blue Moon.
I still remember the first 6-pack I bought. Dude, my friend worked at for a beer distributor at the time. So me and him were really into like heady microbrewery beers and shit like that. Like how people are with their wheat strains. I was like, bro, I gotta get the dark,
Like
stout,
really, like almost like
smoked
hipster
on
with it.
wood with the fucking barrels and you gotta pour it in the boot and drink it like that. That's how I
This
was.
fool was nuts.
I was hella into that shit. The first 6-pack I ever bought was Ninkasi Brewing, which was like a very prominent brewery at the time. It was called Slayer, and it was Santa Claus on a sleigh, but it was like winter themed winter lager. So it was like vanilla cinnamon winter lager, and that was the first beer I ever bought.
My first 6-pack that I bought was the day after I turned 21, and it was what is it, Lost Coast, the one with the shark in it.
Lost Coast is fine,
Yeah.
dude. Great White. Shout out
Yeah,
Tanner.
Great White. That's what it was.
Shout out Tanner for putting me on the Great Whites, bro. I love you.
What about the orange one? Is that the Great White?
Tangerines or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one's fire. Fire.
Real good stuff. And Isaac, now you're gonna say that for your 21st birthday.
You gotta hang out with the Talking High Culture.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with Talking Back Culture. And by the time, in a couple of years' time, we're a big established channel, and that's gonna be like, damn, you're hanging out with Talking Back Culture. Yeah, 21st birthday. It's right there on YouTube.
5 years from
Check
now,
the date.
we have a full studio.
I mean, like,
It's gonna come full circle. We're gonna watch this podcast on that podcast and be like, look, there we were 5 years ago. There you are, bro. This shit's crazy.
But to call it like the collective of us, like talking it like only to people that know, be like, well, we are talking high culture, but as individuals, we are, who we are, but like as a group, we are talking high culture.
That's what it is.
That's crazy to think though. Be like, yeah, us as a collective talking high culture.
Yeah, it's similar to like a band. Like each individual member of a band has their own particular name, right? But collectively,
They're the Beatles, or
I mean, a band's so fucking bad.
No, you do not have your own name as a band. You are one unit.
yeah,
You are the band.
you are the band.
John Lennon, Paul McCartney,
We are Limp Bizkit.
Ringo Starr.
Give up your identity so we know starts getting an ego.
So Isaac brought what is these? Brought a Switch. Oh, okay. It's an all-in-one. It's a 2 gram
The
dual.
latest one.
The latest ones.
Yeah.
There we go. We got the latest ones from Boutique.
Dude,
It's,
it's crazy.
No, what?
Does it come out of here too?
Yeah.
Liquid Live Diamonds, 2 gram dual tank, all in one.
Dual tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought us one that has 2 grams in there. They have things like this where you can switch between the two.
Oh, so it's got two different flavors in here? No. No way. That's sick, dude. Is it just ready to hit?
Yeah.
You just gotta hit it?
Yeah.
Can I hit it?
Yes.
He's like, no, give it back.
No, hit
He's
that.
like, nah, I just want to show off.
No.
He's like, I gave it to you just for you to look at it.
Oh yeah.
Passion fruit, grapefruit haze.
You should blink it. It's a bad
Oh,
blink.
shit.
You wanna link it? Link it. Let it chill for a second. Let it chill for a second.
Throw both at the
Oh,
same time.
yeah.
This is
Oh,
good.
I think that one yet, but
That one's crazy.
that one's schmecks.
Yeah. Where'd you get this at?
The shows.
At the shows up there?
Yeah.
We've said in a couple of casts before that we want to go out to the shows, the pop-up shows in
Maybe
Sacramento.
we'll go with you, brother.
We'll bring you along, but what we're aiming to do,
He's taking us.
yeah, he's taking us.
Dude,
Okay.
it counts your blinkers. It says 35 blinkers on here. It said 34, now it says 35.
Wait, this one's on? You tried it? Shut the heck.
Yeah, he did.
That's the screen in the front right there.
So you have to take
No, you don't have to take it.
Oh.
What flavors is it? That one.
Oh, God, man.
Jack.
Hold
Oh, here it is.
Cactus
Jack and Lemonade.
Gelinade.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Goddamn, I'm taking my
Well, that made me wobbly.
I like those. Those are cool.
Ah.
Hold on.
Ah.
I had to take water. Drink me some water.
Drink something, brother.
That was like a cat.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I felt the last pod. I took those 3 blinkers back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was fucked up for like 9 minutes. I was sitting here, I had to close my eyes.
He was the only one that made it to match the triple flaker.
Yeah, I was overstimulated.
How often do you go to the pop-up shows? Like,
Not very often, but once in a while.
especially today, since it's your birthday, you're like, let me go out and celebrate. Let me get it out there.
Let me get some.
Yeah, hell yeah. 100%.
About how often are you picking up weed during the week? Is it like a once a week type thing, or do you smoke pretty often to where you need to buy weed more than once a week?
Not as often,
Yeah.
because I do like good quality strains and trees, so
You like the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Same.
and I not like top quality, but just want something that gets them high, so
Yeah.
I may get something a little less, but something I would still smoke
Yeah.
on my quality of it. But other than that, I'm there for you.
Yeah,
Feel that.
100%.
Yeah.
When it comes to smoking the good stuff, I feel like that's how my approach is. Like, I'm not always trying to buy the cheap weed, or I'm not always trying to buy something super expensive. I'm like, okay, this is what is good for my dollar and the things that I like and what appeals to me. And just because of that, like, experience, everything that I smoke, I feel is like hits, right? And I
Yeah.
have a good quality experience. And then anytime I don't, it's like, okay, well, I know it's not because of me. It's because of what I'm smoking, because I give everything the benefit of the doubt.
Bruh, that's crazy, bruh. Bruh, praise up to your GF son, my guy. That's gnarly. Hope he's all hope he's all good. Hope he's all good, Fizzle. Sorry to hear that, bud. Tell him we hope little man's good as well.
That's wild, dog.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though?
All the prayers out.
So if you find a strain that is in that middle ground of good in price, but the high still gets you where you want to be, do you feel that after a certain amount of time of smoking that strain, it doesn't like have the same effect?
Oh yeah.
Like
right.
you kind of like build a tolerance to that strain. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, I've been smoking Durban Poison all the time.
Smirking.
It doesn't hit like it used to. You know?
3 times in a row. I give everything 3 times in a row max, right? And that's only if we have it enough for 3 times in a row. Usually, if it's something that's really good, I got a good taste, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna fly off, right? And then it usually goes. The only time where it didn't have was pretty recently, with Sugar Rush, right? I was like, oh, this is gonna fly off, right? And I ended up buying more, and I came back the next day, and I was like, oh, it's still there. I should have got that one. One was on sale.
I feel that.
But that's just me personally for like the things that I like. But I'm only gonna buy a flower maybe 3 times in a row before that starts happening.
Yeah, because that happened with us. Logan put me on the Sunshine Punch for a minute, and it was really good for a long time. And then I was smoking it so much that, one week they didn't have it. So I was like, oh, damn, I'll get something else. And then I went to get it again the next week, thinking that it was going to give me back those effects. And I was like, it was kind of nerfed, I was kind of like, like I feel it, but it's not giving me like what I need it to do. So that's just how I feel though. But it could be because I smoke all day.
There's
I'll
several
get that
PCs.
even with like carts. You know what I mean? Especially where it's like even before I'm halfway through the cart, by the time I'm halfway through, like I feel like I start to lose like the effects of the cart, so I feel like I need to either stop smoking for a while, switch it out or something.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not like getting anything, feeling high from whatever that strain is in there.
Yeah.
So same thing even
There's also like bad batches, not bad batches, but just like less potent batches, or just batches that didn't have like just quite as strong of a yield as well.
Yeah.
Right. But I do feel like in this
Same
case,
strain, but it's just not like juiced up as like another plant could have been, basically, right?
but in this case, I think you're right for how you described it.
Tolerance terms.
Yeah. That's just another thing to consider.
Real quick, Fizzle. Our hearts and prayers go out to Lil Man. We hope everything goes well for him. We appreciate you. Anyone know anyone? LOL. Know anyone that wants a snake? Not really. I want a snake, but my girlfriend said no. Absolutely no reptiles in the house.
No reptiles.
Can't, unfortunately. Can't. Is a snake a reptile?
Yeah.
I got a snake that I can't.
I thought snake was like its own thing. But yeah, dude.
I can't.
Yeah. It sucks.
Mine, but I don't think. Yeah, they would be the same.
Exotic pets, dude.
You got any pets, Isaac?
I have a canine and a cat.
All right, cool. Got a cat. All right.
I have 6 cats.
Hell yeah.
6 cats. Damn. All right, that's a lot of upkeep.
Hell
Yeah.
It's more than you.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. You got a couple cats too.
Yeah, 4 animals.
How many dogs? You said canine, right? So
Yeah, I have one.
one. All right, and then 6 cats.
Yeah.
How many of those cats are boys and girls?
Lola, no.
All my boys. 2, no. 3 are boys. The other 3 are females.
3 and 3. There you go. Got a nice healthy balance there. How long have you had, let's say, the oldest one?
She's literally like, I don't think he knows I'm here.
Year and a half. Oh, so you got all 6 of these pretty recently.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay. Like all at the same time?
Why?
No, just in a row.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Rescue?
No.
Isaac owns a sandpit. Makes it
Well,
easier.
the mom was maybe a year. Well, getting close to a year.
Uh,
And my dad had taken her from his mom's place.
uh,
Because they kept rebirthing over there.
Uh-huh.
So we decided to bring her so she could hunt rats. And
yeah, you're trying to hope to get rid of the rats. Yeah.
it didn't work out.
So now you're stuck with 6 cats.
He thought we're gonna just keep her and he's gonna hunt rats.
Damn.
Oh, he got pregnant. He did not like the outcome of that.
I've always been afraid of snakes, though. Really?
They're really
Sand.
lizards.
Huh?
They're really lizards.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Have you ever held a snake?
No.
It's so gnarly.
Yeah.
What, like feeling it crawl through your hands, because like, yeah, it's like it's one motion and his whole body moves as one, but it's like it's weird.
It is pretty weird.
He knows you're here, Lola. He knows you're here.
Yeah, say hi.
Hey,
He sees you.
Once in a while, when I was a kid, I used to like catch the little garter snakes that would pop up in the woods here and there.
Yeah, that's how I know the texture of a snake is from garter snake.
Our friends growing up had a pet snake for a minute, and they let me hold it. And I remember I like took pictures on the computer with it.
You're like,
Yeah, I was like holding it in my hands, like taking
Lola.
pictures on the computer.
But I remember that era of computer taking too.
get out.
This was when they had the front camera on the MacBook, and you could take a photo booth.
You're like, look at the snake.
Yeah, I was literally like 13 years old holding a fucking snake in this picture.
I like edited it a little bit, make it seem like it looked like.
I think I did edit it.
Yeah, you
I
had
did
to edit
put
it.
a filter on it.
There's no way you weren't.
I put that chrome filter on it to make it look all weird.
Hey, my snake is actually very docile. That's not something you want to say to children.
I don't know if I've ever said this before.
Like, hey, my snake, it's pretty docile. You want to come touch it?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna make it weird.
Yeah. I've kind of been scared to like touch a snake because the scales they don't like scare me. It's just like I'm just like ooh, ooh.
It's a cold
So
blooded
did you hear
animal.
that? Logan says
So
he has a
would you touch
phobia.
any kind of reptile?
I haven't touched very many, to be honest.
Yeah.
But learning to feed a snake is the weird. Yeah, couldn't do it.
Feed it mice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
I don't think my brother could take watching the snake have to eat a mice.
A mice.
A mouse.
A lot of times you can just throw it in there and then walk out the room.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm just like.
If you have to buy them alive, you buy them alive and you feed them to them alive.
Okay, I know because I bought those rats and raised them as pets.
Would you be able to give like feed bugs pretty
You were
easily?
saving the feed rats.
Feed bugs.
Yeah, like feed bugs to a reptile or feed bugs to an animal.
It's like the crickets. I can't let these crickets
Yeah,
eat.
like you have the same feeling about crickets that you would have about rats.
I actually don't feel good about
Would you cuddle up with a cricket the way you would cuddle up with a rat?
royal python, smallest python in Africa. That's cool, but all my god, like my snake. Royal python. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool. I do feel bad about having to kill spiders. Like I don't want to do it. Most of the time, I'll try to trap them and let them outside instead of kill them.
Listen, goddamn.
The only thing I don't feel bad about killing are
Huh?
cockroaches.
What'd you say?
It's like a black widow or some shit.
Yeah,
Shut
I
up.
thought I saw a brown recluse the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's still
A daddy long leg?
no, it's a brown recluse.
That's what a daddy long leg is. Isn't it?
No,
I thought a daddy long leg is a brown recluse. It just
No.
can't bite you.
I don't know,
'Cause his mouth
but
is
my
so
son would know. He's big into bugs right
you look like a bug.
African royalty would wear them as jewelry. That's insane.
That's actually crazy, dog. What the hell? What the
Where-
hell?
now. Wear a snake.
Wear a bunch of meat around you.
You just wear like a giant, like strong ass, like
Never kill spiders. Yeah, see.
Dang, because I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, they do good for us. I'm like, if we don't have bugs around the house, that spider probably has something to do with that. 100%. But they also, the only bad thing that happened one time. Okay, bro. Okay, so it probably wasn't a brown goose.
It's a camel spider.
There was a black widow. We have half pipes or quarters in our fucking garage. The black widow made her burrow in the fucking the
Hoping.
coping, had her babies in it, and the fucking webs that were in our garage the day after those babies hatched. Insane, bro. Little baby black widows everywhere.
Horror movie shit.
I had to call pest control to kill all them.
It's like Frodo when he gets caught in a cave. He's like,
exactly right. Dude, it was so gnarly. I was like, oh my god. Holy shit.
what's that spider's name in Lord of the Rings?
Sheila.
Yeah.
Something like
Sheila.
that.
I knew he was
Yeah.
gonna be the first one.
It says brown recluse is in California. I don't know. But
Is in California? They are here? That's crazy.
I learned that today I learned that a tarantula could live up to 30 years old. So that does make me feel different about spiders because it's like I'm old
That spider. The fuck?
yeah, it's an old ass spider.
Older than a dog.
I'm 30 years old almost, dude. Like what the fuck?
Could you imagine you get a tarantula that's like a baby and it's fucking you're 60 and that shit's like starting to croak and you're like, damn, motherfucker.
Bro, one time,
There are spiders that are older than you. Now,
one time I was really high and I was washing dishes and the spider was in my window and I was looking at it like really close because it was on the outside. So I was like up on the glass, like really looking at it. And it had a little tiny body, like a little torso, but it kind of looked like a human torso. And then it had just like these long ass appendages coming out of it. And then I thought, damn, what if my arms were just stretched out and long as fuck like that? And you were just like this is how you had to do shit, like, because your shit's just hella long and you're like walking on your big ass arms and you're just like, I was like, that's fucking
I
crazy.
wonder if you have like extra joints or anything.
Yeah. And we had, yeah,
So,
no.
you're like curling up your arms all day, so like you'd be at a point where it's like just kind of wrapped around.
Do spiders have joints?
I mean, I guess technically, right? I mean, I don't know if they're
Yeah.
called
I don't know
joints,
how many.
but
Yeah.
they work as joints if they're
Yeah.
not called.
I mean,
joints.
I probably could at least do like similar, maybe to like elbow wrist kind of thing.
No, there's a book that, or a short story, maybe it might be, where a guy wakes up as a giant cockroach, right? And He's just like in the bed. Like, he just wakes up one morning. He's a giant
That's
cockroach.
disgusting.
His wife comes and she's like,
That's disgusting.
he's like, no, I'm trying to tell you I'm a giant cockroach. Like, it's a fucking cockroach.
There's an anime about that. I'll tell you after this.
But like, imagine just waking up as a spider. Right?
Yeah, that'd be fucking insane.
Like you're just
Yeah.
fuck. I'm a spider.
Yeah, dude. That's
My girl hates spiders.
Yeah. What? Real quick, Fizzle says it causes SP necrophagia. Ew. Oh shit. Have you heard of the newest go fuck yourself and die spider from Australia? Let me find this shit. Oh god. It's gonna be some space fucking alien crazy looking thing.
The size of 2 hands.
Yeah.
Probably.
Dude, one time,
Of course.
we used to live in Vegas growing up, and we lived on the Air Force Base, which is basically in the desert. And like they had baseball fields and shit, but behind the baseball fields, it was just raw desert. And we used to go out there and like fuck around sometimes. And one time, we were at home, and I'm sitting in the living room, and I hear my mom go, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?" And this, you know what a camel spider is?
Yeah.
A camel spider had came in the house and was fucking with our cat. So the camel spider was like standing up on its back legs and was like clawing at the cat, and the cat was like fucking with it. And the camel spider was like, I don't know, like this big, but it had like a fat butt, so like you could see it, and it like I don't know. I think the cat killed it, but my mom kept it in a Ziploc bag, like pinned on our corkboard, so we could like look at it. But dude, look it up. It's like one of the gnarliest, like grossest looking things you'll ever see in your life.
Good boy. A larger species of funnel web spider was found near Newcastle, Australia, and is considered a distinct species from the common Sydney funnel web. Funnel web, particularly the male Sydney funnel web spiders, are known for their highly toxic venom, which can be fatal.
Oh
to
shit!
humans.
Sorry.
Especially left untreated.
Camel spider. Camel spider.
Yeah. This was in our house. And I guess these are like very like when the troops go over deployment. Yeah, that thing right there.
Jesus.
When the troops go overseas to like Iraq and shit, because at that time our Dow was overseas. The troops out there get these in their fucking tents all the time, and they'll like wake up with these things on them and shit.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that.
go to like a better picture to like get like a closer view of it, because yeah, dude, those things are gnarly.
I'm putting a bag on.
So sometimes they could be like just getting bit. In
Yeah,
their
that
sleep.
one right there on the top left, the orange image, that's a good picture of it. The left a little bit, left, that one right there. Yeah, either of those. But yeah, dude, those things are fucking gross, dude. That was in our house, fucking with our cat.
Damn.
Yeah. Talk about a little
Hell,
alien
that's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah. What's that spider Fizzle's talking about?
He said the big boy spider.
That's what it's called?
Oh,
Yeah.
Big funnel web spider.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Nah. I'm stomping that.
I'm running away from that thing as soon as I
Throwing everything at it.
most venomous species of spider.
I'm throwing everything at it.
Yeah.
Literally looks like it has fingers.
It literally looks like a demon hand.
Yeah. There's no way I'm just trying to capture that and let that thing go. If I'm in my house.
Dude, that's a big boy. They all get scared. It's a big boy. That's how it goes.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Dude, yeah. Spiders are cool as fuck. I fuck with spiders, but they scare the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah. I'm not like the biggest fan of spiders.
I've always been.
But if they keep their distance, it's cool.
I don't know what it is.
In my space.
I don't know what it is about bugs. Bugs like give me like the ick, bro. I think it's because
Yeah.
they don't have like brain processing and shit like that. Like they don't like think. You know, they just kind of
They
like
just do.
yeah. That's why I'm like, ew, that's weird.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, something about bugs also right with me. Like, I know that there are other kids that have grabbed bugs and played with bugs.
Could never do that, dude.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
me.
My cousin caught a praying mantis one time and terrorized me for like an hour. Was like chasing me around my grandma's house. It was like, it's gonna get you. And I was like fucking like literally like stop, dude. It's like fucking terrified because yeah, that little fucking alien thing was creeping me out, dude.
My uncle did that with a spider one time, and I just remember just fucking cracking his wrist, just
Yeah.
fucking getting that shit out of my fucking
Yeah.
way. I was like, get the fuck that shit out of here. No.
This is
Fuck.
my younger cousin too, so I remember I was so mad because like my younger cousin's like punking me with a
Oh,
praying
hell
mantis.
yeah.
So I think I beat his ass like a little bit later after I like got like the bug away from him. But I was like so mad, but dude, yeah, I was terrified.
Fuck no.
Yeah, dude, praying mantises are fucking gnarly looking too. Those things are gross.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool to look at from a distance. Like just watching them, just kind of like just fucking just sitting there.
Rub their hands.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's what flies do. Flies just be like
Yeah.
this all day.
Fucking Planet Evil shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally just sitting there, just like plotting.
And they'd be like this. They'd be like rubbing their eyes and shit.
Yeah. Which piece of shit am I gonna go land on next?
yeah.
This one.
Ah,
Just kidding.
But
freaking dogs, bro.
Yeah. We looked up the big boy spider while you were gone. Fizzle enlightened us on the new species that kills humans.
Yeah, dude. It's
It's-
crazy.
That's a
shit.
big boy.
That's
That's
a
a
big boy.
boy, right?
No. Yeah, never fuck with bugs, dude.
Oh no.
Never fuck with the bugs.
no.
Let's see what this is. Things that give you the ick, exactly.
Yeah, fuck clowns.
He says camel spiders look like face grabbers from Aliens. Yep. Those things have fat butts too. They're gross. Number 2, snakes. Number 3, spiders. They're all good look. If you see one, you have good luck. Fire.
I've seen a few.
I
Um,
almost stepped on a rattlesnake one time.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I didn't even know. We were walking back from swimming in the woods or in a creek, I guess. And I'm walking up this hill, and my stepdad goes, "Don't move." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Look between your legs." And I looked down, and sure shit, there was a big ass. Like I was stepping over a rattlesnake as it was like slithering across the path, and it was like in between my feet. And I was like, "Oh shit." And he was like, "Don't move," and it just like kept slithering, and I like slowly like ran up the hill and shit. But yeah, I almost stepped on a rattlesnake one time.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it'd been all bad.
Yes, in that same spot, I went over to go take a piss, and the opposite way of where he was going. This is years later, and sure as shit, I'm about to go to where the spot to take a piss is, and there's a fucking snake going over in the grass, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Dude, it's gnarly too when they get coiled up and they start rattling their shit, and you see them like they're like trying to figure you out, and you're like, that thing's gnarly,
You're
dude.
like, hey, do I need to fuck you up
Yeah,
right now?
you're like, that thing's terrifying, bro. And the closest hospital is like 45 minutes from there, so yeah, if you get bit by that thing, you're gonna be fucked up.
I had a water snake go by me once back in New Jersey in a lake. And I didn't even realize I was just like chilling there, sitting. And next thing I know, like all of a sudden, like my hands like on my knees, like I'm just like in the water. And then I just like at the last second, like I feel something like hit like my hand, and it was its tail. It was like the end of its tail or whatever. And I look right here beside me. Was it
Beside
behind or beside? I was like, beside.
he's beside
And
himself.
I see his head like going through. He's like between like where my legs are and everything. And I just freaked the fuck out for a second because I just didn't even know he was there. And just seeing it, I was like, oh wait, what the shit is between my like
Shot.
yeah.
Yeah, low key.
That I didn't panic.
Fizzle said I kept one as a pet for a while, and he woke up 3 weeks later in intensive care.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wait,
not a big fan of exotic pets. It's just me though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they always cost a premium. You know what I mean?
I've seen Tiger King to know enough that it's not a good idea.
I definitely don't want to do that.
The sign is an hour.
Behind the sign.
It's right beside.
It's like right in between being beside you and behind you, but not quite either.
Yeah, it's
That's
beside him.
fucking
So right beside.
beside also.
When we go,
That's so fucking fun.
Sign.
It's like here, but it's kind of like behind a little bit too.
It's now part of the THC dictionary that is coming to use.
I'm beside myself right now.
That's hella funny, bro.
When we go camping, we're gonna be like, Chris, it's over there. It's over there. Where? It's right beside you.
Beside you. That's
I know
beside you.
exactly where that is now.
He goes, no, I know where exactly.
Oh, okay. So that's about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, my left beside or right beside.
Light one of these cheaters up. Are these bow cheaters? How you say that?
What's we got here?
The Aces.
ZKZ.
Ultra Premium. Oh shoot.
It's like Southwest.
We got
That's sick.
a jewelry case looking thing right here. Disposable, all in one. What's in here? Is it a rosin?
Yeah.
Rosin? Sheesh. Give us the first rip. It's your card. Huh?
That's wild, bro. That is like a jewelry
It says
case.
something on the back of it.
It says lychee berry frost hybrid diamond sauce is what it is. All right,
Yeah.
2 grams. You got this at the show too?
It's like Southwest.
South by Southwest.
That's out. There was something about that.
It's a very good taste. Let's those two.
Nobody wants to talk about UAPs.
UAPs.
Yeah, the new UFOs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
I
wait.
do not want to talk about UFOs. Fuck. I cannot do that right now.
Let's talk about BlackRock and the deep state.
Please, let's not talk about BlackRock and the New World Order. Oh god.
let's talk about how birds aren't real.
Let's talk about how I don't want to talk about conspiracies.
But isn't that conspiracy in of itself?
You need to show this off for the cornea.
Camera?
Camera guys, come on.
Camera.
That can't be what it is.
He just missed the
That
R.
that's the last possible thing it could actually be.
Show this off for the camera. Yeah, show it off.
Show it off for the cameo.
Get up close, personal.
Cameo.
Show them what came in.
Yeah, I got like right beside.
Show them what came in a jewelry case.
By the way, you can get that shirt on TalkingHighCulture.com.
Logan's wearing the child size, as you can see.
As you can see. TalkingHighCulture.com, where you can get all your merchandise. You cannot get this cart on
Can't
that,
get that though.
but
Only
you
we
can,
got that.
only we got that. Only Isaac got that from the pop-up show.
Isaac got that.
Yeah. Shout out to
We
Isaac.
got that. Isaac got that.
Yeah, shout out to Isaac one more time. Thank you for joining us right now, Isaac, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the support that you
How's it taste?
been out here with.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
How's that dime? Fucking fantastic.
Ace Ultra Premium.
That's what people.
Ace Ultra Premium.
Yeah.
Ultra Premium. Ultra Premium Attack.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow, yeah.
This is my Ace Ultra Premium Attack.
And then finally, bro.
Oh, bro, he's got the sticker on the
Oh,
case.
Stick,
Hey,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Got a G sticker.
Alright, we need to get a new badge.
You need to get
Amy stickers. Yeah.
new stickers.
Isaac is sexy.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Damn, Isaac, you already got fans, bro. It's lit.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's pretty flashy. Fizzle. It's gold. It's sleek. Tastes good.
It's fun.
I don't think you could tell if it was gold when I did like the close up.
Hey, I don't know if you guys could tell when Logan did the close up, but I'm gonna point out the fact that it's gold. Me.
And I'm gonna point out the fact that he pointed out the fact that it's gold.
It tastes good though.
And I'm going to point out the fact that he pointed out the fact that he pointed out the fact that it's gold.
Well now.
But Isaac doesn't.
Well now.
I don't think Isaac thinks it's gold.
You're crazy, player.
It's real gold, though.
That's
Oh,
real
that's-
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big flex, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came up really trying to flex on us. He was like, I bought this real gold.
I feel like I tasted that.
Yeah, I traded blood diamonds for this.
So Type C.
Type C, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get it on the
I
leash.
feel like I've tried that lychee. Lychee? How do you say it? Lychee?
Both works.
Lychee.
Lychee.
Actually, the correct pronunciation is lychee. Okay.
Lychee.
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 Lychee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another bowl, brother. Where's my water?
Or the joint. Or we want to do that fucking G.
Down for whatever.
It's not.
Daphne hopped up in the chat. Thank you, Daph, for hopping up in the chat.
She lives.
What is
She
up?
lives.
Yeah.
Damn, Daphne, look, you're getting a personalized dance from Logan right now.
Daphne the demon in the house.
We're not light one up for you, Daff.
What's next on the menu?
Yeah, what's next on the menu?
Next on the menu.
It's beside us, guys. What's in front of us?
What's the next
What's
course?
beside us? What's
What's a harness?
A heart of us.
Diva. We miss you too, dog.
Yo, Daphne, we gotta hang soon, dog.
Yeah, where you been at, Niggity?
Yeah. We need to all drink IPAs and look at weird shit on the internet.
The weirdest of shit. On the internet.
And watch anime for the only time.
I always say that to my girl. I'm like, hey, let's get really high and look at weird shit on the internet together.
I dropped it. No.
Literally dropped everything, bro.
I did not drop everything.
You dropped it.
And it was everything.
And it was everything.
Mostly.
So I'm just kidding. We're just giving you a hard time. Mark.
Party foul.
Logan.
Oh,
Look, you dropped shit too.
Now the effect takes off.
The effect takes off. We
Daphne.
have liftoff.
How's it? What are you doing?
How's it, Daphne? Sit down.
We missed you too, Daph. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna spark up real quick for you.
What?
It's just the HDMI. Chris touched you.
Yeah.
Chris, you touched the
I
HDMI.
realize it was
You turned off the TV. What are you? Magic?
maybe.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard out
You're a wizard, Frodo.
Welcome to the newest Northern California Norwegian podcast.
Yeah, dude. Don't even get us started. Logan and his accents.
That's the home of the Gold Star.
Gold Star Casino Bowling League. Yeah.
That's the home of the Gold Star Casino Bowling
Yo,
League.
I want to get retro. You know how like in the 80s they had the white shirts with the red collars and the red like sleeve tops? I want to get a Gold Star Casino Bowling League, like in like the old like retro font.
No, it's gonna be black with the gold stitching and then gold stitching Gold Star Casino Bowling League, and it's gonna say your name under it. And it's gonna be like your nickname on the other side right here if you want one. And then like a gold collar. It's gonna be like slagged up.
It's
We
self-given.
We have to have one.
too.
We have to have one's like a home look and one's an away look.
Oh yeah.
You always have a whole bowling league.
And then an away.
We only have 2 shirts from here on out. We have the ones we wear at home and the ones we wear outside. That's it.
No, that's actually a good fucking tactic.
How
right
committed are we to
What-
the cause?
What's the flavor of the day? Blue Skittles.
there. Blue Skittles, Junior XL.
Everybody, can we raise the roof? Oh, dude, I just got everyone to raise the roof.
Oh yeah. I think that's a really good idea to have two.
Can you start the wave?
Oh wait. Oh,
Bring it back.
bring it back.
Bring it back. One, you.
Oh, we're going fast. We're going. This is like a fucking Mario Party. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh. We went from this side, Chris. Now point to your side. To that.
So the sign does.
Oh, easy sympathy pussy. What the?
Easy sympathy.
It should be easy just to get Gold Star centerfold shirt and then just tell people you can read.
True.
Yeah.
True. This is true.
But I can't, which is yeah.
I can't read. Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates. He dips
Yo,
his pants in the water.
what is up, good Hank?
Good Hank.
Good Hank.
What's up? Thanks for hopping in the
Good
chat. We
Hank.
appreciate you.
Stop being so fun tonight, damn.
We can't, dude. It's because Isaac's here, bro. It's because
Yeah.
we got Isaac here. It's the only reason we're having a good time.
I gotta.
I usually don't like these guys.
In this room, I'm in Lee Rock.
I'm
In TAC, I'm in Lee Rock.
We would have been fine.
I'm just kidding. I don't like these guys. I love them. Like, love them. Like my brother.
With a Z.
When he said that,
One of these guys is really my brother's. Which one do you think it is?
It's Isaac. It's the whole time.
It's Isaac.
It's Chris.
He's just meeting him for the first time today.
found out where my dad went when he long lost.
Exactly. Long lost a strange brother.
No, it's really funny because Melina does think that you two are brothers, like at the top of her head, and she has to constantly remind herself that it's.
That's pretty funny. Dude, if me, you, him, and Brady all hung out, they would all think we're related.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because Brady
They're like,
and
you
him
each
look
got
alike.
different dads? That's like that's something with. Did you pass this to me?
Yeah.
Don't yell at him, jeez.
Sorry.
Don't yell.
Did you pass this? Did you pass this to me? He's like, whoa, bro.
He's like, no, he passed. He's like, oh.
It's my first time here. Calm down.
To the balls.
Yeah. He's like, did I pass it to me?
Fizzle gig. Isaac, fizzle gig.
Bro, this is how it is
Hello.
at the parties that we've had here. I'll turn on all the fans that I have in the living room and the main room, and I'll have them going like full blast with the amount of smoke. there'll still be like a layer
You're
of
like,
smoke
hello?
underneath all the fucking fans. I'm like, dude, the fans are blowing and it's not doing shit.
It's just moving the smoke around.
Exactly. And I'll have like the door open, all the fucking doors open. Ain't doing shit, bro. The block is getting smoked out when I'm having a party. Humble brag. You know?
The old ass neighbors next door are like, "Why am I so hungry all of a
We
sudden?"
managed to do that. We managed to do that at my house before.
SS officer boys.
Did you pass this to me?
Did you pass it to me?
Did you pass this to me?
Did you pass Did you pass me this joint full of cocaine and weed and mushrooms?
Whoa. It's called a Jeffrey, sir.
Great. Okay, that's all we needed. Thank you.
And I did not
Good
pass it
night.
to you.
A wool bang.
Good old Wooly.
I call those wool babies.
Bro, me and Ricky did sassafras. I guarantee you, none of you
I
did.
forgot.
You never did sassafras. I know that much.
A little saffron would make
It's so under the
It's
table,
like
like no
actual-
one does that shit. That
Yeah.
Actual spice.
It's a psychedelic.
it's
no.
it's amber. It's like
It's like tree sap.
yeah, tree sap.
Oh,
I've never actually heard of that.
okay, I don't know that.
It's a weird
So,
one.
Well, not as like not used. I know of what sassafras is,
I gotta get my friend Brandon
but
on
not
here.
as that.
I know there's this substance called copali, right? Which is pine tree sap, right? That is extracted and dried and burned during Aztec ceremonies. I'm not imagining that that's what this
Yeah,
is.
no,
But-
this came in like This came in like raw form,
It was yellow or
and then you could put it in a capsule, or you could like crush it up. Yeah, dude. So this is my quick, rough explanation of it. I don't really know. I have to get my friend on here to talk
it
about
was
it.
a more brown / amber color.
What I was told was that it was tree sap from the sassafras tree, something I don't know.
Something.
At this point in time, I was really doing a lot of dumb shit. So our friend gave us this, and we tripped, like hallucinated, like you would on anything that gives you geometric visions. Like I had kaleidoscope vision, like on this substance.
So when we initially did it, he took to it pretty gnarly. Funny enough, we were out on my mom's birthday in Tahoe, and we went back to the car to go do lines of some unknown thing because we're idiots and we've done crazier things. But get back to the car, we're lining it up, we're snorting it. He does a line, and within like I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, he's having like nasty feelings in his stomach. So I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to smoke it because I'm pretty sure ingesting it was the better way. Either we took it or you were gonna snort it. You know what I mean? So we decided to snort it. He hops out the car and ends up in a lavender field. And he's about to puke his like guts out or whatever, or feels like he's going to, in a super serenely beautiful like landscape. And he's just like feeling like shit. And then it ends up like kind of going away and dissipating. And then like everything gets all nice and shit.
To be real quick, Fizzle, it may not even be sassafras. That's just what my friends were calling it. I don't even really know what the fuck it was.
Exactly.
So-
Because it's literally like fucking getting something from somebody else, be like, they call it fucking this. I don't know. You know what I mean? This could be runts. I don't know if it's gelato. This could be indoor. It could be outdoor.
Yeah, so
My friend told me.
I have to talk to my buddy that gave us it and kind of see if he knows what it really fucking was, because we don't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But sassafras, what you read about it, it says it's cancerous. And we're literally like snorting it.
That's great. Love it.
Yeah. But it was the effects that I can attribute it to it are a little bit of Molly, if you've done Molly, a little bit of mushrooms with some visuals, and then a tiny bit of acid in there too. Because it's not too much mushrooms and it's not too much acid, and it has some come on and some like uppity,
It has
like how
some-
Molly does. So it's
Like,
like
have some come on.
Whoa.
has some bring up. I just had to switch the word up. Has some bring on, you know what I mean?
It has some
better. But
Comes right beside you.
gosh, I smoke some red.
Red 40 Delight, bro.
I've been seeing pictures like that online where people be ordering from their plugs and then it's like fucking
Asbestos strain.
yeah, it's like it's called Fruity Pebbles and every nug in there is a different color. Yeah, dude.
Note and stuff. When we meet, I'll bring my own stuff. Yeah. Um, good call. Don't whatever you bring, don't give it to Chris.
Hmm.
Just don't touch it. None for Chris. Just kidding. We love you.
Not for Chris.
But yeah, good Hank. We really don't know what it was. That's just what our friends were calling it. I don't do that anymore, Fizzle. I was young. I was young
Yeah,
and dumb, and I'm grown now.
yeah. I beat off Molly one time, and that shit was nuts.
Yeah, see, that's not cool. We don't promote that or condone that.
I
Here.
don't do that anymore. I would do Molly, but I wouldn't do enough to like felt the way.
Don't
that
be like us. Be better.
we were doing Molly all day, so
You OD off of Molly one?
Quit doxing us.
I mollied off
Never
of OD
I
one.
don't trust anything nowadays.
Yeah, I don't trust anything other than weed nowadays with fentanyl going around.
Too
So
much fat.
I don't even like really doing psychedelics that much anymore, honestly. Once you've done them so much, like you kind of get what you get from them, and then you just yeah.
well, funny enough, me and Ricky did a Fed patch one time.
No, we didn't do it.
We
We
didn't
tried it.
Yeah,
but
we
it didn't,
tried.
didn't work.
Yeah.
That's not something that I'm ashamed of. I tried it and I didn't like end up going through with it really. We put it on for like 2 seconds.
Should be ashamed.
I'm not ashamed.
You should.
I'm not ashamed of anything that I did. Yeah, it was a great time. So that Molly, me ODing on Molly, the whole day was great. So I can't say anything bad about that.
Hansel gets shaking his head. Disappointment right now.
You never done Molly like that then.
Since you just take whatever.
Since I just say whatever, right?
Exactly.
You're like, oh, so disappointed. Like, so? You're not me. I live a great life.
It's because you're not taking enough ginkgo biloba.
No, I'm taking one more than enough for sure.
He's taking enough to get him a raging boner.
Rahim Boner.
Ginkgo biloba.
You know they say it's a T booster? I saw that at fucking Walgreens. It was like testosterone booster. I was like, what the fuck is this? There ain't no testosterone booster. That ain't no fucking weird shit.
You
And it
probably
was
took
like,
it.
what?
Did you take it?
No.
You bought it. You definitely bought it.
There's not 7 tests right now.
You got a
They had
membership.
a good deal.
You got a membership.
Yeah.
The receipt's right there, dude. I see it hanging out your
And one of the ingredients was ginkgo biloba, like extract. And I'm like, what? They thinking ginkgo is. They're just adding anything into this.
I agree with you, Fizzle. I definitely think it's good for regrounding every couple of years. 20 is good.
20? That's insane.
Depending on like
Only do that 3 times in your life. 4th time you're
I mean, if you're really gonna go through it and like eat enough and like really get there, then yeah, 3 times. I feel.
Ricky broke down and cried in front of us. When
I broke down on shrooms many a time.
many times.
Basically every time I've taken
Either you do it a few times throughout your life, or you do it a little bit
Or a few times does you.
ginkgo,
every day.
ginger root.
it. Does that help with memory, good Hank? My brother needs it because he can't remember shit.
I still take it and I still
Oh,
don't miss
Mr.
it.
Lava Lava.
Mr. Bombastic, call me fantastic. Mr. Lava Lava. That's your go-to. That's Fizzle's go-to trip song.
I got this honey ginger tea at home, and
Oh fuck! I need
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's pretty good. Well, it's actually
Put it out, man.
I got you. Yeah, so good.
My favorite tripping song, if I'm not tripping and I'm just off weed, bro, Doobie Ashtray is the best song off weed, bro. Oh my god, Doobie Ashtray. That whole beat, that whole song.
A stimulant, she said.
It's a stimulant.
Stimulation.
Ooh, she's doing some research. We appreciate you.
She?
A stimulant.
Huh? It's Abby.
Is
It's
it?
abracadabra.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Gabapentin?
Gabapentin.
That's what they gave me after surgery.
Yeah.
That's like a nerve thing.
Yeah.
I think when they gave it to me, they're like, this can cause seizures.
Nice.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
That's fire.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
Georgia Pie.
Nice.
That's it.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of drugs, have you guys ever done ibuprofen?
She said, "This me."
Yo, but that.
I don't condone drug use.
So that's PM though.
The only medicine I need is that good WEED. You know what I'm saying, Chris? Give me some of that, boy. You know what I'm saying, Isaac? Give me some of that, boy. Yep. You know what I'm saying, boy?
All I need is some of that Unisom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we don't
That
talk about that.
DPH.
DPA.
No, we're not going robo tripping. No robo tripping for Logan anymore.
I'm gonna talk to the furniture like you guys.
You guys see my phone?
Tuck the ball.
I look away. I look back.
I'll roll with us real quick. in with a full can of fucking custard in it.
You're gonna go the fucking Target drug route.
Ambien, brother. Ambien is, yeah, it's essentially the same thing. Once you hear about people having it on Ambien, it's saying, "Oh, who's cute nut in with the white hat?" Isaac, man's with
Homie Isaac, bro.
Guzman from chat,
Shout out chat, showing the new homie some love. We
from
appreciate it.
chat to screen. We got Mr.
Sorry,
Isaac, Mr. Lava Lava, Mr. Isaac.
It's Isaac's birthday, so we're celebrating it with him here on the cast, smoking them
Yeah,
out.
real quick, chat. Send some happy B-Day wishes to our man here. He's 21 today.
21.
Yes, sir.
21.
All right, Lunch.
Logan wanted to sing him happy birthday, but I said absolutely not.
Well, we get
Oh, you're terrible.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson owns the happy birthday song.
Is it Michael Jackson who owns it?
I think
forgot
so.
who it was.
Is it really?
Yeah.
His estate owns it?
That's why they can't sing happy birthday at like restaurants. They sing like some weird like.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Okay, I don't. You sing that a lot, don't you? Yeah, he sings that song.
Oh, okay.
We have like 3 versions, but and we only use like that one.
You have to come out of the kitchen when somebody's birthday it is, huh? And sing that song.
No, well,
So everybody, it's
No,
Rodrigo's birthday today.
I'm not even on the kitchen. Like I'm already out in front.
So you
like,
go sing it.
So sometimes I have to. Like,
No.
Just do that.
especially if it's a
Like,
quick
see if
shift.
it's
If I open, we only
So
have
that's
like
the way you
2 or 3 like people in the front. It's
Mhm.
like all right, I have to go to make it seem like all right. Shit, we have people working to do it.
Chris goes up and sings the happy birthday from all of us.
No. To help the circle.
Yeah, I feel it though. You're doing your job, but I think it's hilarious. All right, real quick. Good Hank, 9 plus 11 equals 21. Daphne says happy birthday, Isaac. All gas says happy birthday, fool. Hizzlegig, happy 21st. It only gets worse from here, but the homies make it bearable.
Kilo. Hey,
Don't mind the barks. Kilo's just assessing. He's nice. He's not bad, Kilo. He's okay. You don't need to be on guard, dog. He's
why do
okay.
you have to do this?
He's okay.
I'll let you win.
Kilo's all top. All top.
Oh, top. No,
It's all right. Sorry, guys. We got the paros in here.
Abby says, hate getting the birthday song at the restaurant.
Yeah, the TGIF birthday song. Exactly. Dude. TGI Fridays? You guys have never been to a TGI Fridays, have you?
yeah, I used to
Not a physical.
They had those in Vegas. We used to go to those. all the time.
like as
Dude,
it was
low key though, better than TGI Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays. Did you ever remember Ruby Tuesdays?
That's good.
Ruby Tuesdays was
Nope.
so good.
Yeah.
bro.
Never.
Fuck. Yo, I love
You remember
it.
eating at Ruby Tuesdays?
No, that was one of like my very
Damn.
first like kitchen jobs.
Happy birthday. Exactly.
Bro, they have specific ones at different there was a gnarly one at some novelty restaurant that we went to, and legitimately this mom complained that it was like a thing to get the restaurant into it, and apparently she complained that the guy didn't try hard enough to get the restaurant into singing birthday for her daughter, and the guy had to be like hardcore. He's like, "I'm so sorry. What's your daughter's name again? Brianna, I am so sorry. Next time, I swear, I will give you the grandest happy birthday song you will ever see. I promise you that." And it had to just be like had to fucking try that heartfelt, and it was like extra novel about it. Yeah, it was nuts, dude. I was like, damn, dude, you really snuck your way back in here.
At a restaurant, El Sarape, there was a time where they had mariachis there, like on the weekends, and it was my aunt's birthday, and she was probably like, definitely.
What are we doing for? Wait, did we answer these?
Give me a second. So my aunt, it was her birthday, and they brought the mariachi out to sing Las Mañanitas, which is a Mexican happy birthday song, basically. Right, and she was so embarrassed that she cried and ran out to the car. Right, and I never remember seeing the mariachis there after that, so maybe she might have killed it from them. Good Hank says Bubba Gump does their own happy birthday song. It plays in my head from time to time.
What do they do?
I don't know, Bubba Gump.
Dude, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. I think I've eaten there one time.
Yeah, I've eaten there once in my life.
I wanted to eat there the last time we went to San Francisco. but the wait was an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and we were able to go to another restaurant, get dessert, and all within the time before we got the text message that our table was ready to eat there at the Bubba Gum. Right?
Dang.
Yeah.
I went to one in New York in Times Square.
Bubba gum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I hate is they ask the most basic Forrest Gump questions. I'm like, motherfucker, I could get all these in a second by myself. I'm like, ask me the harder questions. Get me in on this shit. Yeah, but I know it's not meant for like the real crazy Forrest Gump fanatics that have actually watched that shit a bajillion times.
I feel like there's better movies to be fanatic about than Forrest Gump.
I just seen it. I just seen it. Hell, it's not that I am a fanatic for it. It's just that I
Like favorite movie, Forrest Gump.
I watched it like
Hot take.
I've seen hella.
His whole room is with Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump posters
We
and
turned-
Tom Hanks memorabilia.
We turned on and you catch him just like start like quoting the entire movie as it's playing.
There's someone out there though. Crazy part.
The Bubba Gump that I went to was in San Francisco, and yeah, I went there.
Yeah, same.
It was like an hour wait, but we waited for whatever fucking reason.
I can't imagine telling.
It was just like fucking Applebee's or
Yeah,
like fucking Red Lobsters, nothing crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Applebee's.
They just try to make it seem like a little bit more like southern.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's whatever.
Where is it?
Bubba Gump in Monterey. Yo, Monterey's fire. I love that place. That shit's beautiful, bro.
Hold on, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be going down in that direction soon.
Replica ping pong powder.
Good. Oh my god. I stopped playing ping
Did you guys ever have to play ping pong in high school as part of PE?
pong.
No.
My PE was like
I had to do that. Right.
Damn, that sounds fun as fuck. Actually, I'm hella good at ping pong. Well, not hella good, but I'm okay.
Oh, you think you're the best ping pong player in the entire world? Is
In
that
this
what-
room, maybe.
Jesus fucking Christ, Rick.
Not in the world.
Keep it in your pants.
I can't fucking do that shit where they're like, where they fucking like really wind up and like play full speed ping pong. They're like, doof, 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 doof.
Like,
Like, bro, animes they made about that shit.
no, but I want to watch
Yeah,
that.
They made like animes about like basketball and like fucking ping pong and shit. That shit.
I've seen basketball. I've seen about basketball. I've seen the one on volleyball.
Yeah,
With the dudes.
Yeah.
Dak watched that. And
It's
actually,
sick.
actually, yeah.
yeah. They probably make the volleyball games all intense and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
way
fire.
over the top.
That's sick.
Isaac, do you watch anime?
Yes.
What do you watch?
I just actually finished solo leveling.
So
Yeah, so did I.
heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah.
I haven't peeped it yet, but yeah, I've heard good things about it. Real quick to circle back, when you were talking about the cockroach thing, I was like, oh, that's an anime.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's an anime called Terraformers, and it's basically
Yeah.
humans sent cockroaches to Mars to see if they could survive, but they came like super cockroaches. So they're like beefed up like humanoids. They have like superpowers and shit. And they inject humans with insect like DNA to like have superpowers to go fight these cockroaches. But they go there and the cockroaches just rip them apart. But it's called Terraformers, and that shit's pretty fun to watch too.
It's pretty interesting because like the Japanese, they have a relationship with bugs that American culture does not really have. Like they have like an actual like, oh, let's take a look at bugs, let's analyze them, let's study them, much more the same way that they are akin to animals. Where here in the United States, I feel like just the way that we look at animals and bugs are just they're two different things and they're separated.
I feel like it's a demographic type of thing. Like if you live somewhere where there are fucking gnarly bugs, like the jungle or like an island like Japan, yeah, you're gonna have to get used to them. But we live in California where there's just mosquitoes and shit.
Who's GDF ENT? What's up,
Oh,
GDF ENT?
thank you for joining us, GDF.
Heck yeah, appreciate
Hey,
that.
real quick, 1v1, good Hank, I'm down. Just let me know when. That sounds fun.
Oh, you did not want it in ping
Yes,
pong.
I had to play ping pong in high school for gym. East Coast, rain and snow can go outside.
Is it
Bro, that fuck, you're just like.
It's not.
How do you say that name, Chris?
is that one of those kind of-
Urukai's basketball. Hakuya. Solo leveling, Rochi DNA. Yeah, dude.
Entomology, the study of bugs, the bugs of entomology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean entomology? Yes, they have much more
I mean, entomology, study of bugs.
fascinating relationship with entomology.
Solo leveling anime is the end of
Yeah.
the anime of solo leveling temporarily.
Versus
Just
Marco.
a-
Totally cool. Chris from school.
GDF Entertainment, Chris from school.
None of us go to school.
What up, Chris?
Oh yeah, I went to school with Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen,
I was like, yeah, what up, Chris?
What up, GDF?
Yeah, appreciate you hopping in chat, regardless of who you went to school with.
What dance is this? This everyone. A lot of people know this one, or like this one.
Be nice.
Nobody knows that
Be
dance.
nice.
Step in here to growl.
Yeah.
Get out
Um,
here.
Nobody
Real quick,
knows
chat. Anybody smoking right now in chat? We are smoking on a pre-roll that our friend Isaac brought for us. It's very doinkish.
Doinkish.
Yeah.
We fucking doinking it up in here.
And you know we only smoke them big biggins in here.
Oh, we fucking doinking it up in here because my boy fucking from Joyce's over here. He thought thinking he wants some fucking coffee or something.
What up, Chris from school?
Songs. How you introduce people? Like, this is my boy Chris from school. This is Chris from school.
Bro, if I was drunk in a bar and some guy was like, "Yo, what up, Ricky? Yo, this is my friend Chris from school," I'd be like, "What up, Chris from?"
Isaac.
See, I got Chris from Cast and Chris from school.
The mango rap? What's the mango?
Yeah, no, dead ass. It's
The,
Do you have that container? For the
oh yeah. That's what, yeah.
We're gonna show you real quick. Flex on the cam. Well,
Flex Wheeler?
Flex Wheeler.
Oh, we gotta hit the
Clip it.
clip it.
clip it.
Someone clip it.
Oh, we got the model stepping in cam.
Once again, don't forget to pick up your Talking High Culture shirt at talkinghighculture.com.
That's actually not Logan. That's an AI of Logan. We're getting really good at our processing power of our new computers that we're not using yet.
Camo, mango raps. Oh yeah.
Thank you. I do a little worse. He's Chris versus Chris with a K versus Chris.
You don't know how much people sprout
Tris. It's Chris versus Tris.
Even I corrected.
Tris.
Shut up.
No.
Tell me you've never been on the East Coast without telling me you haven't been on the East Coast. Hollow
On the West.
Whataburger.
Hollow.
Whataburger. You don't know what Wawa's or the other one is.
Whataburger.
What the fuck do you know about Wawa?
I've never been to any. So yeah, I don't know.
What do you know about Wawa?
Exactly.
Dang
I'm glad you got that, Fizzle.
Tell me you've never been. Wait, what?
The new computers.
That we won't pick up.
Yeah. We'll buy Logan an Uber to wherever you're. We'll send him to you.
He's got a bike now. He can get there.
Yeah, I can. Just carrying by.
See, he's got a bike, but instead of riding it, he just carries it there.
He just looks like a crate strapped to his back. And this is fucking, what's it called? That one game with Daryl from Walking Dead. What's that? Outlast or?
Oh, where he's just carrying hella crazy shit, like walking in like the mountains and shit. Have you seen that?
Whataburger is way best.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know regional restaurants like that.
Hey.
I don't even know if like Waffle Houses exist in California.
GDF says I have a list, so it sounds like that. Anyways, hey, it's okay, GDF. None of us are perfect.
I mean, In and Out.
Except me on Mondays.
In and Out doesn't exist on the East Coast. Anywhere.
Oh, you never been to the secret In-N-Out location?
On the East Coast.
On the East Coast?
It's called Out.
That one in Jersey that said never tell Chris Scully about, the one that everybody else knows about.
It's got a big old sign that has
Yeah.
Chris's face with the
She's shouting out, yeah, Death Stranding, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah,
Death
thank you.
Stranding.
That's what I was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about. That's Stranding.
Gang.
Yep.
Wait, what were you referencing?
Death Stranding.
All
I
the
know.
friends.
She knew exactly that I was.
Call me or respond to email, and we can work it out.
All bro.
All right. Group interaction right here between all of us, so we can't flake on Fizzle to get the PCs. We all have to put our fists in here.
We'll just
Put your fist in.
just call him before the
Isaac, go ahead
podcast.
and
on
throw your
Wednesday.
fist in here too.
Isaac,
bro.
yeah.
Just
throw
call
it
him
in,
before
bro.
the
Just real
podcast
quick.
on Wednesday.
Fix my PC.
Yeah, there you go. See, he's got PC issues. All right.
We're gonna put it all on Isaac now. But
It's in
It's
Atlantic
like
City.
2 months from now, Fizzle's like, y'all still got these PCs.
we're just like, man, in a bike.
He sends us this clip.
Your website.
Yeah.
It's in Atlantic City.
Right.
Boardwalk. The Trump, Trump party.
Land party.
Yeah, dead ass.
Oh, LAN party?
You
Hell
mean
yeah.
LAN if you're me?
Split screen?
Yeah, dude, here.
Split screen?
We gotta get like 3 game cubes. No, wait, no.
Halo 1 LAN party.
Ew.
I'll fuck you all up.
He will too.
Yeah, Chris is actually pretty
He's
good.
nuts. Halo.
Isaac sealed. Your
I-
fate is sealed.
Yeah, exactly. You hit the THC Voltron force.
Chris is just hyper cracked at Halo because he has it. I don't have it. If you had it,
But that's like
would you be
that
playing
was
it?
the main game I played all my. I probably honestly played that a little bit more than Call of Duty at times.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, see.
between Halo One, because like Halo One was out before like online Call of Duty and everything, so I was playing Halo 1 and 2. Halo 2 with online multiplayer was out before Call of Duty mainly.
RuneScape, Brody.
I was too big.
No, let's go with RuneScape.
I was too busy playing Sly Cooper, the Thievius Rectus.
Respect.
Cooper. Dude, I played Sonic Riders on the PS2 over and over and over again.
I was playing SmackDown vs. Raw WWE 2007.
Yeah.
Shit was fire.
Sonic Cooper.
Yeah, that was fire, bro. On a PS2, dude, you can create your own character. You can go through the franchise and the story mode with your character in like the cutscenes and shit. Oh my god, it was so sick, bro.
Yeah, you can make your move list. Oh, that shit was
Yeah, your finishers and stuff.
But I think that's what explains it. You were at PlayStation,
Yeah.
and where I ended up having the Xbox, where I didn't get the PlayStation.
I had all three. I had GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Oh, look at fucking Richie Rich over here.
That was in the Air Force. They knew what to prioritize.
Video games, yeah.
No.
I mean, in a sense.
Yeah, just not first.
Um, I only had like one system like at a time because my dad would always like upgrade to the next one, right? So we had a PS2. Well, we had the PS2 and the Xbox together at the same time for a little while, but I had more games for the PS2 at that moment, and he had more games for the Xbox. But the one game I do remember having for the Xbox was an X-Men fighting game. X-Men, I think Evolutions, right?
Alright.
And it was one of the better fighting games that I ever played. Actually, honestly, we got Black Ops 2 was a banger.
Banger. Black Ops 2 certified fucking banger, bro.
At 05, 08 was the golden era for SmackDown versus Raw.
Hell yeah. Yep, exactly. All those games were lit, honestly, bro. Like, and they had the best physics back then. The physics doesn't hit nowadays like it used to. First game you played on Xbox 360.
The very first. 360.
Marvel versus no X-Men DC Universe versus Mortal Kombat.
Injustice.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
No, it was Halo 3.
No, it was called Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe before Injustice.
Before Injustice.
Yeah.
First game played on the Xbox.
And that was the first game, and dude, I loved Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe so fucking much, dude. That game was so fun.
Oh, you're right. That is a
The
different
first game I played on 360 was Bioshock.
Oh,
Bioshock?
yeah.
That shit's fun as fuck too, bro. I
Wait,
like that game.
I don't think that was the first game I played on 360. Actually, now I think about it.
The first
No,
game,
no, it was Halo 2.
the first game I ever played on the Xbox was Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. That old ass fucking
Tony Hawk, American Wasteland. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, bro.
For me, it was Halo 3 and then Assassin's Creed for the Xbox 360.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because those are like some of the first games that came out with the 360.
Remember that first dive that he did in the game? Oh, that one felt so great.
Sonic Unleashed was my first game on the 360 because I didn't have a 360, so I'm just like, remembering the first game that I actually tried to remember playing on 360.
Rainbow Six Vegas. That's crazy.
I had Rainbow
Tom
Six
Clancy's Rainbow Six.
for the PS1, one of the first ones, and I never knew how to play that game as a kid. I was so frustrated because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right.
Oh man.
Would you have grown up as a kid, Isaac?
PS2,
Mhm.
and then the PS3,
Yes.
and then the PS4.
There you go. So you started off PS2. That makes sense. 21 years old, starting off about PS2 era. What was the first console you guys had?
The very first console I ever owned was a Sega Genesis.
Genesis? Jeez, okay.
Yeah, I'm old.
I did
The
have a
original
Genesis.
Nintendo.
The original Nintendo.
Like with the fat cartridges.
The big gray blocks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then we had a Sega after that. But like it was close enough. But like it was first like the big Nintendo.
For me, it was first one that was mine was the Sega Dreamcast, right? But my first one, like having experience playing, was a 64. Right? I had a 64 in my house for 2 months. It was my cousin. He went to Mexico. He's like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and borrow the 64." I did not want to give that shit back. Right? I was like, "Dude, I've been having the funnest time ever." And then that same year, that Christmas, I got a Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
GDF says, "You guys ever played the Godfather game on PS2? Nah. Was it cracked or what?"
I do not. I've never.
Fizzle says, "I don't even want to think about Assassin's Creed. They so lost." Yeah, the remakes on remakes on remakes.
Yeah.
GDF.
I don't.
GDF, real quick. Sega. Good hang.
We had the OG Atari for the 70s.
Jeez.
Like those games were old and oh my gritty.
All right,
They
bro.
worked with
Think about this. The first thing I had was a Sega Genesis. The best thing I could get right now is VR goggles. And it's just crazy to think that it's been 27 years
That jump.
that it's jumped that much to where I'm like immersing in games a little bit now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, what Xbox 360 is coming up. We're already past
20 years.
20 years.
It's insane. Is it? I hope that's not true.
No.
I was not 11 when the Xbox
Yeah.
360 came
Yeah.
out, was I?
No.
Yeah.
50 Cent Bulletproof. That's
No.
hella funny.
Okay.
What about Def Jam, the fight game? We gotta be rappers.
Because
Ah.
So 360 came out. I'm pretty sure I had to at least be in like 8th grade or
It came out in
freshman,
2004.
or I was like
11.
a freshman in high school.
Or 2005.
November 22, 2025.
Damn, he's right.
Yeah. So at the end of this year, it'll be
20 years.
20 years old.
Holy shit.
Wait,
The Xbox 360 turns 20
25?
years. Is 20 years old this year.
no, you just said 2025.
No.
This is
2025.
Yeah.
So it turns 20 years old?
It
Yes,
turns
'cause it
20.
came out in 2005.
Oh,
It came out in 2005.
fuck, I was
Huh?
He's a year older. He's a year older than the Xbox 360.
damn.
Yeah, Haley's your old.
Marco had to add in his head real quick. He's like, 21 is 50.
I hate you because that's exactly what went in my head.
And not Nolly underneath you guys, like scouting away.
Yeah.
trying to find something.
GDF says, fire game for that era. My dad was a gamer. Hey, same. 50 Cent Bulletproof.
Yeah, I played the
That was a
50
game?
Cent.
Was it like a
Yeah.
story mode?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It had a
He
little
had like missions and shit.
yeah.
He told me about Icon the other day. I didn't remember that.
I played the Scarface game. It was actually pretty fun.
I played the Jet Li games a lot. Like Fearless and shit like that. That shit was the shit. I haven't gotten into any VR games, honestly. Yeah, me either. It's too stimulating. But I'm saying that's what I could
The,
get.
the VR games that I have played, fun as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun, but I've like my brain can't handle all that processing.
Yeah, I need to. It's hard for me to limit myself long enough where I don't end up getting sickness because I tried it once because we had one at home, and I was playing.
What kind of
again for a
sickness?
while.
Like dysentery?
You know, I was
Dysentery.
playing the Oregon Trail. I was playing the VR Oregon Trail. I started getting just.
That needs to be a VR game. Oregon Trail VR.
You're like, guys, look, I have diarrhea.
I'm dehydrated. I'm dying.
No, like I would take the goggles off after being in there too long, and like because it was like a thing where I was like in a robot suit, like fighting shit,
Motion
like through like space and shit. So when I took them off, and like I was sitting down too, I went to stand up, and like I immediately fucking couldn't walk.
Chris is the type of person that runs in the VR headset and like runs into the walls in fucking real life. You're like, and then run into the
Yeah.
shit.
It's so easy to move like outside the barriers, even in the games where you're not even supposed to really be moving too much.
Yeah.
Like with the Beat Saber games where you're just supposed to stand still, right? Like you're just like.
Although he was playing Oregon Trail VR, dying of dysentery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Buster.
That's so fucking.
Buster Rhymes or Fat Joe on Def Jam every time. I remember him.
Yo. Fat Joe. No, what up, dude? Exhibit, bro. You mean Ludacris too? A buffed out Ludacris. He was
Def
definitely
Jam icon.
Yeah. Ludacris was never that big, bro. He was definitely on steroids in the game.
That was such a fucking great game.
I remember Halo on the computers at school. That's crazy.
I didn't get that. Much more.
I did. We had LAN parties in at lunch, bro. Shit was nuts.
Logan would go geek out with the nerds.
Well, I would call them my people, but
I would call my
I mean, they could be nerds. Could be your people.
Well, what did they look like though? Did they look like nerds?
it was like you.
Pretty sick with it.
score.
They were tatted in high school. That's crazy.
They had a throat tattoo.
They had throat tattoos in high school. That's crazy, bro.
When I was in high school, they would do parties for wow, and that's what I remember seeing in the library. Um, but outside of school, they had an AV club, like an extracurricular AV club. It was just all console games like PS3 and
Nintendo
Xbox
and shit.
360 and the Wii at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers was really big.
Smash Bros has always been a big thing.
Always love that.
So it's gonna be like a
Mario Kart 2 is
We haven't gotten to any tournaments this year yet so far.
Well, we haven't even got any practice in, so
Yeah.
we'll after that.
Fizzle said one of my other GF sons had a seizure playing a VR boxing game. Damn, that's
And Kelson.
sorry. Or I'm sorry, that sucks.
Back tap, hit his heel. Oh, jeez.
That hit his
Yikes.
head, yeah.
I never
Oh,
played WoW.
damn, bro.
I
Yeah.
would highly recommend WoW. WoW was fucking awesome.
I'm never like hearing about head injuries.
Ricky played WoW.
Somebody hit their head as well when they were playing the Batman VR game that
The
comes
Arkham game.
yeah it comes pre-installed or pre with the new meta. I do remember reading an article where it was I think it was there's been like 4 or 5 reported head injuries from that game alone. Just because there's a lot of like ducking and crawling and stuff like that, and people just don't
They
fit
get
there.
lost in the space. Yeah. Wow,
You gotta have an empty
it's
room.
fun until you realize how much it takes to raid. Yeah, I feel that. I
It
played
takes
WoW
time.
for a little bit. It is a time consumer, but it's fun.
Like you can't just play casually and not like fucking. You have to like dedicate time to fucking get gear and shit.
GPF said burn in my Kelso voice.
The best game ever is Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Hello Kitty
Yoshi's Island
Oh my
Adventure is pretty
God.
cracked, bro.
Well, maybe you should just go play Hello Kitty Island Adventure then.
What did he say?
So,
I thought we were gonna
probably when I was younger,
this guy.
computer games, I would play shit like StarCraft. Back in the day.
They had
Yeah,
StarCraft for the GameCube, and they even had like a whole, like keyboard attachment controller. I remember seeing that. I didn't personally have it, but I think I did see it in like in middle school somewhere. I remember seeing that shit.
That was great though.
But I knew it was a PC game, and I was like, "How the hell fuck do you have this on GameCube?" And they're like, "No, look, check out this," and it's a whole GameCube controller with the fucking full ass keyboard in the middle of it.
That's sick.
Oh yeah, they do have those. Yeah,
Banjo and Kazooie. Damn.
Shit.
dude, Smash Bros on the 64 was fun as
It says Banjo and Kazaku.
I'm doing Kazaku.
Kazaku. Because it's a Japanese adaptation.
Banjo Kazooie was fun as well.
What's up? Banjo Tooie and Banjo Kazooie?
Yeah, Banjo Tooie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, Diddy Kong Racing. I always preferred that over Mario Kart on the 64.
Legend of
You ever
Zelda.
played Diddy Kong Racing?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I played the Diddy Kong.
Dude,
Yeah, Banjo was fire, not gonna lie. Bob, I have a whole guild we can play with in WoW. Logan,
What's the guild name, dude?
get back on your WoW shit, bro.
Oh, definitely,
Fizzle
yeah.
needs a.
He'll give you the
He needs a
name
raid
when
partner.
when you call him about the PCs. That's the deal.
I play a lot of PvP. I can raid and I
Maybe,
usually,
maybe that's how you guys can communicate. Log into WoW, and that's how you can talk while you're doing the raid.
I'll definitely be playing WoW if I'm like in my dead time because I have been trying to that does sound like a fun game. I love PvP.
you only got a computer and a Switch right now, huh?
I don't even have the Switch. Switch has been.
Oh, that's fun. What do you have right now, Isaac?
It's still running, but that's down.
You get a
Damn,
step
PC gaming.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Is that I could game on Steam and really fuck around on that shit.
On PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Chris got everything under the sun.
No, not everything.
Yeah.
The ones I actually like play are the PS3, my Xbox S, and then I have the Switch.
What are you playing on the PS3?
PS3.
You said PS3.
don't you have a PS5?
I thought you had
No,
a
your PS4.
Exactly.
Yeah,
PS4.
You're tripping.
My bad. No, we do have a PS3 though.
He said, "I ain't never played that."
Yeah, you know, that's a bad call.
We do have a PS3 though, but we just don't really ever play anything on it at this point anymore. There's a few games we have.
Fizzle's
Not
going off.
Not like I put. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's coming, Fizzle, and then I will call you.
It's coming, and then I'll text you.
I'll come and then I'll text you.
GTA 5 on PS3. Damn, that's old.
GTA 5 on iPhone 6.
GTA 5 on a potato.
At this point,
I'm running Doom on a
They're just-
GTA 5 on a
working.
sacred scroll.
GTA 6 has to be
I'm running
something
Doom
else.
with-
GTA 5 on an animal skin.
Can I run Crisis?
Can't run Crisis. Yeah, that's what I think.
GTA 5 on the tiers of slaves. What? Just kidding.
You know how before it was Can It Run Crisis is it was Can It Play Doom, like, because you can run Doom on basically
You
anything.
can play Doom on Minecraft.
You can play Doom.
In
There's,
Minecraft.
there's a
In
a-
Minecraft.
there's a
Did you hear me?
Minecraft,
In
no. In Minecraft.
Is that not insane?
That is insane. You can play it on a pregnancy test, bro. There's an electric.
Seen
Yeah,
that.
there's an electrical pregnancy test
Yeah.
that has a digital screen and everything, little
Oh,
computer
yeah,
chip.
It's
on
like
the side.
8-bit Doom.
Yeah.
Little. And then you can upload, like, I think it's like not that, like, half of the first stage of Doom, but it can play on.
You can like
the
fight
screen of-
cacodemons.
Dude, you can play it on a calculator, bro.
Yeah. I had one of those really
Doom was a
cool
great
calculators in high school, and I remember running a Pokemon emulator on it. I had a Game Boy Advance emulator on my calculator in high school, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
this is so
dude.
fucking
What type of
sick,
witchery are we
man.
talking about here?
I knew some
What
nerds,
type of
dog.
magic is this?
And I didn't even have like those kind of calculators were like 140 retail, right? I got it for $20 from one of the nerd kids that was just like, yeah, that one's an old one. I don't need it no more.
That's pretty sick.
I was like,
Illegal in France. I rage quit very often.
What's illegal in France? Being this
on
jack.
Minecraft?
Just kidding.
Rage.
I rage quit very often.
I've never played Minecraft, but I've never got to want to.
Yeah, neither have I. I'm not very big. Like, I don't like Legos. I don't like building.
You don't like
Yeah.
Legos?
Oh, I love Legos.
if
I don't play Minecraft. I don't like Legos.
you might say,
I don't like
I like Legos. I don't like Legos.
I don't like Legos.
I don't like Legos.
Play Minecraft because I don't even like them.
I literally don't have enough data
I
to
like Minecraft.
I don't like Legos. So
It would ruin French
Really?
society if we DNA tested people.
Oh yeah, because they all cheat. Yeah.
French people cheat
Yeah.
on what
It's,
their tests.
no, it's literally a thing. It's more lax in their culture.
It's just-
you calling out my heritage?
Yeah.
You're not French.
So it's literally a thing in France. A pregnancy test has to be court ordered. You can't just like get a pregnancy test and give it to somebody. It's literally illegal in France.
Damn.
So you can't just buy one at 7-Eleven.
No, you can't give it to somebody and tell them to be like, yo, I need to know if this is my kid or not. It can only be court ordered.
So, okay, there you go. So the only type of situation when you get a pregnancy test is one that's court ordered in order to prove the fact that this person is the father.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
You're not the father. You're not the father.
Because it's so lax in their society that they made the thing. It would ruin just like families
I
unnecessarily.
would say it's so lax that they had to be strict about it, because I would say that that's actually very strict, right?
Oh yeah,
Is to say that you have to have a court order to get any kind of pregnancy test, like, at all, right? But that means that there's only one way to get it, and you're not going to get that kind of unnecessary stress, like you said, because yeah, they want such a relaxed culture that, like, you have to be so strict about this particular rule so you can be so relaxed about everything
Everywhere
else.
else.
Yeah. Same thing goes for like their labor laws. They have like 6 months vacation time where like
Half the year off?
yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some,
other countries they got a lot of time off for fucking maternity leave.
because they have such a high density population and they have exports that other countries around the world pay high premiums for.
French baguettes.
So it ends up going back into the economy of those small countries, and they're just like, well, we got such a
You make so
high
much money, you
population.
guys can just not work for a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
lit, bro.
Yeah.
I bet it costs money
But they
to get.
still get like a pay.
But it costs money to get the orders though. What does she mean?
I bet it costs money to get orders for the DNA test. Yeah, probably.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I would think so. Yeah. If you're trying to prove that somebody's the parent or somebody's the dad or whatever, yeah, they're like, hey, you gotta spend a pretty penny on that.
They got bed bugs though.
Oh, that kills it for me. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, see, there's always something about summer that always is just like,
No, I remember I was reading articles.
did you go there?
Yeah, I was reading some of the articles about when
You
I
brought them back with you. You
No, I didn't. No, but that's
little
why we were
plastic
told when we had to take the trains and stuff a couple times. It was like, no, you're standing the whole time. Don't sit on the seats when we're standing out. You know what I mean? I think even when we tried to go anywhere,
Yeah.
for the most part, we rented vehicles if we could that were actually already cleaned out, or Uber shit like that. You know what I mean?
Like incinerate the
But-
insides.
Luckily, I didn't run into any issues.
As I said,
France has it. Yeah, you said.
France has a ban on direct to consumer genetic testing, meaning individuals cannot purchase and use these tests for personal reasons like ancestry or health information. There are exceptions to the ban, such as when a doctor orders a genetic test as part of providing medical care, or when a research participant provides a genetic sample for scientific purposes. It happens a lot in the USA. I feel that. Yeah.
Sucks out there, man.
I've never even been across the pond, bro. Chris is the only one.
Only one.
Yep.
Across the pond, yeah.
Dude
Couple
finds out.
times. He's been across the river.
I've been, yeah, I've been across the river.
True.
Is that a good way to say it?
That's fine, yeah. Yeah, on the other side of the Rio Grande, yeah.
Good travel. Honestly, it's really fun.
It is.
I want to go overseas, yeah. Anywhere, honestly.
That'd be the day. THC overseas trip.
Yeah.
Tokyo, Fast and Furious.
Dude finds out at
Yo, I
60
go to
years
Japan.
old he has a 40-year-old kids. Damn, that would be nuts. Yeah. Oh my God. You had a kid at 20 and you waited 40 years to get told about it.
Wow.
That's wild.
But think about the relationship you can have with your new son at 60.
That's terrible.
You want to go play catch, son? Dad, I gotta go do my taxes. I'm sorry.
You need help with your homework.
No. What is it? The cat's
Oh,
in
we
the
all
cradle
know
on a
that.
silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Yeah.
When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. But we'll be together then.
Damn, both his 47.
CHC in London. Hey, that's an idea right there. Good Hank. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We got over there, we all call access by on the streets.
You know, we
get shit beat out of us, right?
I really wanted to go to London because they have they had a Paddington statue, right? And
Yes,
one of-
That's the reason why.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't want to laugh at that.
yeah. And it's listen, just listen, right? Yeah, it's
to
so
kiss the Paddington step.
it's so sweet and it's so wholesome because it's representation of like, hey, this is the kind of politeness that you should embody here for that culture. Is like the goal, the aspiration. Now, people don't actually act like that.
Shit about this.
No, listen, right?
Praise Paddington.
But like,
Praise Lord Paddington.
all,
Now to Lord Paddington.
Orange marmalade.
all I'm getting at is that like it's a really good symbol of being polite and being friendly, right? But in that very thing, recently there's been these two drunk guys that defiled and they removed the statue and they broke apart the statue in a drunken fit, right? And the whole entire city is like trying to find these two individuals because they were like there's a whole press release statement saying these guys do not embody the aspects and dreams and aspirations that we are to be believing of ourselves, and they're just, like trying to publicly shame them and find these guys over there.
Like, how dare you try to fuck up our good message?
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, hell, she's
Oh, hell, Xing Xing Xing. That's pretty. That's pretty fucking funny.
Shalom.
Oh wait, what we got added? No fucking way. Support the CCP.
Damn. He's gonna claim land
TMN Square did not happen.
Chimes after us now. I don't not support the CCP.
I mean, we're cool.
For a certain amount of money.
The CCP, we're cool, right?
We're asking him. You're in the chat, right? CCP?
Now Paddington's gonna start getting banned in China now.
Yeah,
First it was Winnie the Pooh, now it's Paddington.
all bears.
Yo, have you seen how they made Winnie the
Yeah,
Pooh?
that's the joke. Yeah, there was someone in China made a meme about the president like looking like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And like something bad, I'm pretty sure happened to that person, like the original person who made it. And then they banned like images of Winnie the Pooh and all that shit in China.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Oh,
So that's what now Paddington's next.
Paddington's name.
Jama.
It's actually pronounced Shalom.
I'll have some of those. I might make some. All right, we're gonna wrap up here in a minute.
Let's get another. Let's get another more hit in really quick.
Cap it off real quick. Bing Shilling.
Bing.
Xie, Bing Shilling.
She knows exactly what. She knows John Cena.
Xie.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, exactly. That
We're gonna
shit's
close out with the
fucking so
dab,
good.
actually.
No way.
Yeah,
What I was gonna say is
forgot about.
they made a Winnie the Pooh like horror movie. Like it's like deranged Winnie the Pooh
Yeah, I
horror
was
movie.
curious, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, it's like a B movie.
Yeah.
But
You are
I was watching just for like what is it?
oh,
Your soul is mine.
See, what sucks about movies like that is like if you're gonna do something like that, you have to like
yeah, but the thing,
nail it.
yeah, but you gotta get like for movies like that, it's gotta be high money to make it, and it's gonna be really hard to get a big studio to commit to making an evil Pooh Bear movie. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? It's gotta be some niche indie shit.
She is so fucking content with her life right now.
Cause it's some me indie shit.
What a lady.
It's because I'm sitting in a figure four uh pose, promoting my sacral chakras energy
Hard to get.
out
Hard
into
to
the
get
room.
through. Why was it gross or like grotesque or something?
Or is it just too
Or
bad?
was it just shit? Yeah.
Was it too much like with the gore shit?
Yeah, because in particular with Winnie the Pooh, I think it was because the author has been passed away for more than 100 years at this point.
Christopher Robin's dead.
I don't know. Is that
Right
the
here. I am him reading.
Christopher Robin.
He'll never die. Just
Yeah,
There's a lot of Mickey Mouse murder movies recently.
yeah,
No way.
and it's
Oh,
based
yeah,
off
I've
of
seen
like
those.
the Steamboat Willie version
I
of
haven't seen them, but I've seen
Because
like,
it's public domain.
seen like the monsters.
yeah. You know, you're also public domain.
Your
Ah.
your
You did that
your
one.
PHI is public domain. Yeah, Logan. Everybody
especially
else.
while the dogs are playing at that angle.
Yeah, like
He's
with
just-
that.
Ah. My dog's like not even
I
reacting.
saw on Prime the other day. Popeye the Slaughter
It's
Sailor.
the copyright.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Chris, let's watch that.
No.
that's a fat death.
So
For your ass.
Damn.
Marco about to go bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Let's cap it up.
I'm gonna go bye bye.
Oh shit.
I had a meme picked up.
Take that shit, rip that shit, yeah.
Next
Take
15.
that shit, rip that shit, yeah. In the next 15 years. Hey, Chris, we're gonna have another plank off. How'd you feel after that plank, by the way? The next one.
It wasn't too bad.
Were you like, oh shit, that was for the plank?
Really?
No? Okay, good. Nice.
What about
I really wanted to know.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Last cast, we made Chris do some exercise off camera.
Off. Well, yeah, it was underneath
But
camera.
it was timed.
Lots of original characters are gonna come out. Yeah.
I'm an original
I'm
character.
sure they're original. You gotta come original. You gotta come original.
We're all original characters right here on Talking High Culture.
Am I? Or am I just reincarnated? Is there a version of me that existed in the past? In just a different
Are you trying to
timeline?
get deep right now?
You.
Oh, he's trying.
All the OGs are gonna be fair game.
Fair game.
What if literally, like, the matter that I am right now existed maybe like 100 years ago as another person?
So you
It
might wanna
just took
just go
early,
straight
it
up.
just took 100 years to like get back in the earth and
Oh,
like
be straight
completely
when you hit it. Yeah,
reincarnate,
it's
recycle back into the
He's
other
ready.
energy.
He's ready to go.
Yep, it's fun.
not-
Oh,
No.
hold it straight, bro.
Yeah.
not yet.
That's all I have to say.
Nah,
When it stops.
When it buzzes, it does.
When it
No,
buzzes again.
yeah.
There you go.
But on some reincarnation shit, I mean, a little bit. You're kind of right.
You were Stardust.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
You already know.
I'm a star.
I'm a star, baby. Finally. Chris is like,
I'm
finally,
doing
I'm a star.
Nobody can stop me.
I shop at Whole Foods.
Good, dude. Pass.
To who? To me?
Anybody?
We'll take another one.
What do I do? Do I just hit it?
Yep.
Yeah, try to keep it up right there.
Keep it up, right? Yeah.
Oh, is it like app controlled? Yo, that's crazy.
He's got that.
I didn't even know. I was like, what the fuck? Damn, that's crazy.
Keep it upright. Keep it upright. Keep it upright.
Keep it upright, Chris.
He's
not
like-
beside you. After death, you will be what you were before birth. Exactly. You're going the same place.
Beside the ground.
Well, I don't know if it's a place, but you get what I'm saying.
We're talking in tongues. After death, you will be what.
Yeah, we're way too high if we're getting into existential shit here.
No, we are. We're into it.
Accessing our
Accessing our ancestors. Accessing. What the fuck? am I
Assessing?
doing? Yeah. That's definitely the wrong.
Ascending to our ancestors to access the accessible data that's accessible.
Think about that. Shala la ba baby. La vida. 400 years ago.
10 seconds left.
Hit it, motherfucker. Hit it, motherfucker. We could probably do the same thing the aliens can do. Yeah, what kind of sorcery is this? This isn't a seance. No circles on the ground.
Minus the computers.
Oh my god.
You lit?
I'm lit.
I heard this video the other day that said that he was basically saying like computers are basically like what a computer essentially is it's minerals like rocks that we found in the ground
Yeah.
that we sent electricity through and then it was able to think.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like fundamentally, like that's what the core of computers are, is like those base minerals. I don't know what it is.
So does that mean?
Yeah.
It's a quick video.
Does that mean our planet's essentially one giant computer with a lightning strikes everything that goes?
To a small degree, yeah.
Oh, you know about that?
No, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Your eyes just start glowing white.
It's black. It's white. Go.
Where were you when Michael Jackson died?
I was walking home from school in 5th grade.
I do not remember.
I do. It's crazy.
You were walking
Wait.
home from school?
You were in 5th grade.
in 5th grade.
So then wait. How much was
Well, was it the last week of school?
No. Could have been.
Yeah, because it was. So
He turns 26, so 5 years.
I was already working in.
Wait, no, I am 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like you're 25.
I'm 2 years older than whatever year it is. So I'm coming up.
So you're 27.
You're
Yeah,
turning
I'm
27.
So you turn 27.
So when I remember, I'm pretty sure it was the summer. So because I remember hearing it on the radio as we were driving home from picking in the cherries, right? And I didn't really believe that it was true, right? I was like, what the fuck? And then after we got all showered up, we were all crowded around the picnic table outside of our cabin, right? Like listening and waiting on you and refreshing our phones and trying to like get any kind of information on it. And we were all waiting to see like if it was true, if he had actually died or not.
Sophomore in high school, this happened. It's crazy.
What is
Right.
that?
Yeah.
Girls that work at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some adult that was walking his kid home from school was like, "Oh my God, Michael Jackson died." He's like, "Hey, you hear Michael Jackson died?" And my first reaction, knowing all that stuff about, I literally was like, "Good."
That's what you said.
I said that as a kid. I'm not even lying, but I remember walking home and feeling bad that I said that. I was like, "Well, maybe I should."
Maybe you don't know what really happened.
Exactly.
Maybe you're just taking everybody's assumptions and running with it.
As a 5th grader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As truth.
What's that?
That's simple to clean.
Oh, fuck
Wipe it
yeah.
out. Yeah. That thing's crazy. I didn't even know. Homie had his phone out, accessing it like it's a drum.
Give us the depths.
Give us that.
Give us the depths.
My daughter was born in 2009. My son was born in 2012.
Another day is gone, for real. Fucking A. That's a good tattoo right there.
Another day again.
Get that tattooed on your forehead.
Doing something useful to society. Another day is gone.
All right.
We are wrapping it up, ladies and
Wrapping it
gents.
up, ladies and gents.
Fizzle Gig and Good Hank, we appreciate you much. And what was it? ETF. Appreciate Isaac for his first appearance.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Probably more to come. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That's a nux right there. Bam, bam.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Thank you really for all the support that you've given us on YouTube and everything else. Like I really appreciate you for everything. Like it's really heartfelt and it's really touching that we have that kind of support out there. And that's why we wanted to bring you on, to celebrate your birthday, smoke you out. And this is what we want to do for you, for everybody around us, is just kind of make sure everybody gets connected through cannabis and chill and vibe out.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, thank you, bro, for joining us. And again, really appreciate having you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah, yeah. From THC to the home slice.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, everybody who's watching. Shout out to everybody. Fizzle Gig, go ahead and chew Logan out. All right, have a good
Hello, Rodney. Get him, Fizzle. See y'all later. Have a good one, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
I was like, no, I don't get it.
All right.